The Terminator is back. For the first time ever, this groundbreaking action movie is available in state-of-the-art 5.1 surround sound. The Terminator DVD. All new, digitally remastered, featuring newly discovered deleted scenes. And an exciting special effects documentary, plus other exciting features you won't find anywhere else. The movie that set the standard for explosive action and adventure.
That Terminator is out there, and it will not stop until you are dead.
See and hear this milestone sci-fi masterpiece like never before. The Terminator. No collection is complete without this special edition. Buy it today on Special Edition DVD.
Greetings and salutations. Welcome to the 40th anniversary watch-along of one of the most influential and greatest movies of all time. And yes, I said it. I said it. It makes it a fact, not just an opinion. I am your host, Ryan of Anti-Quote Channel. We are celebrating the 40th anniversary of The Terminator, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger, Michael Biehn, Linda Hamilton, among others. This is going to be one heck of a show, and boy, do we have a panel of guests for you on this episode of Movie Watch Along. Please welcome our good friend and the Dutch Star Wars guy apparently is here. Case, what's up, man? Good to see you. You're back. It's always good to see you, though.
I was under the impression that we were here to celebrate a different 40th anniversary for the 1984 David Lynch classic Dune, but apparently I was on the wrong one. I have the wrong shirt on. No, that's a joke. Of course, I'm here for the Terminator. So yeah. One of the all-time classics. Some may say that the sequel is better, and some may be right about that. But this is a great one, so I'm looking forward to watching it.
Yes, sir, and we thank you very much for being with us. Also joining us is someone we haven't seen in an awfully long time. Why? Because he can't help it that he's popular. He's booked on like 30 shows a day, 40 times a week. But he made time for us for once in his life, and we're grateful for that opportunity. Austin 316 is in the building. Good to see you, Austin. How are you?
Hey, man, how's it going? Yeah, I'm a little tired, but I'll wake up as we get going here because this is a great movie. I'm happy to talk about it, and I am in the camp that enjoys Terminator just slightly over T2. We can have that discussion, but we'll talk about it throughout the thing. Not to say T2 is a bad movie. It's like Terminator's my 20 out of 100 and T2 is 50. Like it's that close. But a great movie nonetheless, man. I'm glad to be here.
No, absolutely, absolutely. And for those of you tuning in and you're just joining us and this is your first time here at Movie Watch Along, this is how this show works. You're going to be watching us react to watching the movie, but you can watch that same movie along with us from the comfort of your own home, whether it's on physical media or a streaming service. We're going to start up around the 2-second mark as the MGM logo is coming up on your screen, but don't hit that play button just yet. Queue up your copy before you hit play. Going to give you an opportunity to get to know our panelists just a little bit better. So, Austin, what was it like for you seeing the Terminator way back when?
I think I was one of the people who saw T2 first, just because it was the one that came on TV a little bit more growing up. It would always come on USA and all that. I think I wasn't allowed to watch the first one for a while because it had boobies in it, and I wasn't allowed to watch it because there was a boobie scene in it. Violence was okay, boobies were not. So it had one of those. So yeah. So it took me a while to actually see the first one all the way through, and I think it just clicked with me because it felt more like a grittier, slasher movie, more kind of grounded movie. It was a little less complicated, as the series went on. But yeah, a simple, straightforward story. So, two people from the future, one's a robot, one's not, and somebody's got to die. So it was very straightforward, and I enjoyed that aspect of it. So, which I'm a total hypocrite because I prefer Aliens over Alien, and Alien is the horror movie, and Aliens is the action movie. So, it's one of those weird things. I can't quite explain it, but it just is what it is.
Hey, it's all good, man. We all have our different tastes in movies, and that's what makes everyone unique with their own feelings and opinions about certain things. So, Case, what was it like for you seeing this movie way back when? Or did you just see it for the first time yesterday?
There's a part of me that wishes I had only seen this for the first time yesterday. But no, I saw this when I was way too young. I can admit that. This, because I'm going to age myself a little bit here. I rented the DVD of this at the video store back in the day. And I just remember seeing the cover and being like, "Oh, this is a sci-fi movie. Looks cool." I was like 10 years old, something like that. Um, and this was like, this is a hard R movie. There is, as Austin said, there are tits, there's gore, there's so much scary stuff in this. And I watched it for the first time, and I'm like, holy shit, this is scary, actually. And I have gotten to the point where this is one of my absolute favorite horror movies. I don't care what anyone else says. This is absolutely, by definition, a slasher. And besides the fact that it is a great horror movie, I also think it's a great movie. I have thought that ever since I first watched it, and I'm probably gonna think that right now. Actually, I haven't seen this in a couple of years. I'm really excited to rewatch it now because it's been a while. Because I rewatch T2 every year, maybe twice a year if I feel like it, because T2 is in my top 10 favorite of all time. This is still a damn good movie, though. I'm not going to discredit this for the fact that it is inferior to T2, at least in my opinion. It's still a damn great movie.
Well, that's all fair. That's all fair. And yeah, for me, I saw this movie about 6-7 years ago when I was in college and taking film courses. There was a film club at my university, and they gather together every couple of weeks. They show a movie in a lecture hall, on one of those big screens and everything. So I remember going in there one night. They're saying, "Hey guys, we're going to be watching The Terminator tonight." I'm like, "T2?" He's like, "No, The Terminator, like the first one." I'm like, "Oh, okay. I've never seen this before. I've never seen this. I grew up watching T2 on VHS, DVD, whatever else over the course of time, but I never saw the original until that point." So we sat down that night, big lecture hall, big, massive screen. I watched it. And as soon as the movie was over, I'm like, yeah, I need to go to so-and-so place and buy this on Blu-ray because this is one of the greatest pieces of cinema I've ever seen in my life. My mind was blown. I could not believe what I was watching. I thought, this is, for a movie that was made in this time period on a shoestring budget, shooting guerrilla style, the middle of the night, no permits. They went out, just did their thing. James Cameron and his team had a vision, and they did their best to make it come true. And boy, did they ever. I freaking love this movie, and I've watched it probably 12, 13, 14 times now. It's probably, more than likely, it's in my top 10 of all time. That's how good this movie is. At least to me, it is. And it also, to me, is one of those films I would consider to be perfect. So it's fantastic. I absolutely love this. The casting's great. The score by Brad Fiedel, if I'm saying that correctly. Brad Fiedel, everybody involved in this just put their best foot forward for the time period and the budget that they had, and they killed it in more ways than one, because a lot of people die in this movie, believe it or not. A lot of people die, lots of death. And yes, there are certain scenes that may contain body parts, but anyway, it's a great movie, and yeah, this is top 10. So we're going to be watching the movie. You're more than welcome to queue up your copy on physical media or streaming service. 2-second mark. We can't show the movie here on the big screen, the actual screen, because we want to respect the studios and the directors, producers, and writers who make these things what they are. So join us, share your favorite memories, your thoughts, your fun facts, anything else about this movie or any of the other movies within the Terminator franchise, because unfortunately there's 6 of them and only 3 of them are any good. But there was a TV series that wasn't too shabby either, but we'll get into that later. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's kick it back to 1984. Let's go down Pico, hit it up at Tech Noir, and celebrate the greatness as the 40th anniversary of the Terminator. In 3, 2, 1, hit play. Here we go.
By the way, you say that you have the MGM logo first?
Well, for me, I do, yeah.
Okay, then I have a different version.
Slightly, yeah. What is it? The MGM logo comes up, and then I'm getting the Orion.
Then the Orion logo.
I have Orion already.
Okay.
Yeah, so you might have to just pause it. Well, because I'm watching it on Fandango at home, and it had an MGM and then an Orion, so it might depend on where you're streaming it.
The thing is, this movie is not on a streaming service for me, which is an atrocity in and of itself.
Yeah, it is.
So I need to get this in a different manner.
Yeah, you should. And by the way, Austin, I'm a little disappointed because Movies Anywhere doesn't have this on there either.
Yeah, it was because I went to see if it was on there, so you could watch it on there. It's on my Fandango, but yeah, Movie Anywhere does not have that. So it just is what it is.
Disappoints me greatly because I'm watching this on my portable.
Hey, we'll look like this in 5 years, guys. 2029.
Yeah, we're that close.
Yeah, that seemed like the future a long time ago, but now we're 5 years away from this.
Yeah, Los Angeles, 2029. If I'm reading the
only
subtitle
5
correctly.
years away. It's coming
But this
out.
is good stuff because this is all model work, like all miniatures.
Oh, it
And,
is.
you know,
Yeah.
they just film it straight up. Yeah, a little bit of stop motion. But yeah, Cameron was a special effects guy, and he did stop
Also,
motion and miniature
this
guys.
is only James Cameron's second ever movie, and if we just don't count Piranha, then yeah. This is
I
his
don't
first
count
movie.
it. I don't count it. I tell you why, because even he doesn't count it, and the reason is he was one of like 6 directors on Piranha 2. That movie was a disaster. He was literally, they fired the original director. He was just a random special effects guy. They put him in the director's chair for like 5 days. He got fired as well. There was 4 other directors after him. So
Really?
there's 6 credited directors on Piranha 2.
For
So
Piranha?
yeah, for Piranha 2. Yeah, it's not the original Piranha. The original Piranha is Joe Dante. But Piranha 2, yeah, there's like 6 people that worked on that movie, and he was just a random special effects guy. He gets credit now because he's the most famous guy to come out of it, so people credit it to him. But he really only worked on the movie for like 5 days,
so less than a week. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
This score is so good.
Dude,
Such a good score.
And by the way, the way they're presenting the opening credits, and then they reveal the title of the movie at the very end of it, because you're seeing all these weird like shapes and letters go through.
It's
like,
so
really
80s.
good.
It's so 80s. I love it.
And
I also like how he essentially updated it for the second movie, because the second one is similar, but it is different.
Similar.
It's somewhat different. I really
I dig like the synthy, the stuff in the chase sequences later where it's just like like it's so great. Like I love this synthy 80s stuff. Like I dig it. It's so organic. I like it.
It's fantastic. But yeah, the opening credits, the battle in 2020, it's just such a great way to open a movie.
Yeah, no, I agree that obviously Terminator 2 does the opening of that kind of updating the thing we just saw is amazing. Like I'm not, I'm not putting on Terminator 2. Like
Terminator.
It's just like the little nitpicky things of like 1 over 2. And like I said, if 2 is still in my top 100 of all time, as is 1. So it's like out of all the movies ever made. So they're both amazing. To me, the factor of Michael Biehn in this movie is what puts it over the top for me. I love Michael Biehn as Kyle Reese in this movie. He's so great.
You love Michael Biehn. Apparently, James Cameron did as well.
I know, and I know. Obviously, and Aliens is my favorite.
Yeah, it's why you put him in Aliens less than 2 years later.
Yeah, he's great. Which that wasn't his first choice though, because Aliens it was James Remar, and James Remar got fired from the movie, and then Michael Biehn was a last minute replacement, like a week before they were shot. So Michael Biehn was not originally supposed to be.
Wow. I didn't know that about James Remar being fired.
You can look up pictures, production photos of James Remar with the cast.
But still, the most used actor by James Cameron, I believe, is Bill Paxton.
Yeah, Bill Paxton's on. He's this guy.
And it's funny because he holds the world record for being the only person in human history to be killed by a predator, an alien, and a Terminator.
Technically, Lance Henriksen.
Lance Henriksen. Well, the only reason it's a technically thing is because Bishop wasn't really technically killed by the Queen, and also Alien vs Predator. It's a little wonky how he dies in that movie. So, but he's
Alien versus Predator.
Yeah, but both those guys have the distinction of being in all 3. Yeah, all 3 franchises at least.
Yeah. Okay, so it's Bill Paxton.
By the way, Arnold looks so young.
He is so. God, he is massive. Look how massive he is. He's just a brick of a man. And we're going to see some Arnold butt. Oh, yeah.
Bodybuilder.
Bodybuilder. Didn't he win, what's it called, Mr. Universe, like 5 years in a row or something?
Oh, yeah. And one of his Mr. Universe cohorts is here. Oh, there's Bill Paxton.
That's Bill Paxton.
Yeah, there he is.
Hey,
and do you recognize the other guy behind the telescope?
No,
that's
who
Brian
is he?
Thompson. So that's Brian Thompson, who's another big guy. He played Shao Kahn in Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
Get out of here. That's him?
Yeah, that's him. Yeah.
Wow, because
it has begun.
And not only that, but in Mortal Kombat, he has no hair. He's a cue ball.
Yes, that's Brian Thompson who went on to
I did not know that
career. So yeah, two guys who went on to bigger things from here. Yeah, Tim, see, he's got that face, that distinct face, that Shao Kahn face.
Right yeah, now I see it. Yeah.
Nothing clean, right?
Nothing clean. This guy's a couple cans short of a 6-pack.
Give it to me now.
Give it to me now. And that's what they did in the 80s. They would just bring out their switchblades.
Yeah. Everybody
I
had
need your
switchblades in the
I
80s.
need your clothes, your boots, and your
Ugh.
motorcycle.
Yeah, he
See,
drops
Brian
that.
Thompson-
Drops that in the second one.
Dude, Brian
Yeah.
Thompson gets full on robot fist right in the chest. It's
Yeah.
He
yeah,
rips
it's
his own. He rips the guy's heart out. I
Yeah,
believe.
basically,
Yeah, he
yeah.
does.
Jeez.
Mhm,
Your clothes, give them to me now.
mhm.
But yeah, I can't believe it. That's Shao Kahn before he was Shao Kahn. That's crazy.
Yeah. So I didn't know if people recognize him, but yeah,
No,
very,
I didn't.
very brief. But he's also a very big guy. Like he's not a small guy. He's a
No.
big dude.
Mhm.
So he's pretty. He was like eye to eye with Arnold in that scene.
Mhm. Well, didn't he beef up for his role as Shao Kahn?
Yeah, he beefed up. I
Yeah,
mean,
he,
yeah, and
he
that
did
was
weight training.
over 10 years later. I mean, about
Yeah, that was
12 years later.
What was that?
something like
97. So that was like 13.
97.
That was 13 years later,
Mm-hmm.
which is insane, by the way.
But yeah, he's done a lot of stuff.
I didn't know that.
Brian
What other stuff
Thompson.
has he been in?
He's like a character actor, and yeah, he
Oh.
was in a bunch. I mean, he was on a lot of TV shows. He was on Buffy. He was on Charmed, X Files. He's in Dragonheart. He's
Dragonheart.
in God, what else is he in? I'll look it up. I've got the Wikipedia open up, so give me a
Nice.
second. Yeah, he's in Cobra, the Stallone movie.
Oh, I like that movie.
Yeah, he's a pilot in Miracle Miles, an underrated movie from '88. He's in Lionheart, the Van Damme movie.
The Jean-Claude.
Yeah, he's
He's
in.
Kyle's back.
Here's a Star Trek connection. He's in Star
yeah?
Trek Generations.
Generations.
So if you remember when the Klingon ship disables the Enterprise when Riker is and they calibrate the shields and they're able to penetrate the shields.
Yeah.
He goes and he has the line. And when you go back and watch it, you'll recognize it. He when they finally figure out how to match the frequency and decloak them, he's the one who goes, "We're cloaking. Our shields are down."
That's the guy.
That's
wow.
the Klingon. That's Brian. That's Brian.
But by the way,
Yeah.
if you want another Star Trek connection, the police captain in this movie is in Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan as captain.
Yes.
Paul Winfield. Yeah,
Paul Winfield. Yeah.
Paul
Another
Winfield's
good actor.
Yeah, another good character actor who's been
Good
in
character actor.
a million things. He's been in
He's done a
1,000
million
movies.
things. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I wonder what else he's done outside of Star Trek and Terminator. He's done. Gosh, he's probably.
You know what I knew him from as a kid? He has a brief role as a cop in Dennis the Menace in '93.
The '93 with Chris Lloyd.
Yeah. He's
Get
the guy.
outta here.
He's the guy who confronts Christopher Lloyd at the playground. Who is like, I run a nice, clean town here, and I don't want any trouble. I'm like that guy. And that movie. Here's a fun horror connection. Directed by Nick Castle, the original Michael Myers. Anyways, there's your fun fact of the day.
I did not know that. By the way, did not know that about Paul. I knew he was in. What was it? You said.
He's in Mars Attacks. He's General Casey, the guy who meets the aliens. Out in Nevada. Yeah, he's the general
Nevada. Yeah.
So yeah, he's been in a million things. He pops up in all kinds of stuff.
He's everywhere.
Look at Biehn.
By the way, I like the fact that like when Kyle asks the cop,
What year?
He asks the year, and the cop is just like, "What are you talking about?
Why are you asking me what year it is?"
Know the year.
Yeah,
you're asking me what day it is.
And then he steals that homeless guy's pants.
Yeah.
Even though he could have gone into the sporting goods store, which is in now, and
he needed some pants first. Now he's getting the coat and the shoes, so he's back in business now.
Yeah, because he's in the sporting goods store.
Yeah,
big
he's in a nice
coat.
80s sporting good coat. Everybody wore big trench coats back in the 80s.
Big trench coats, man.
Got to get him some Converses or something here. Yeah.
I think, are those Converses or Nike?
I think they're like Converses, I think. Or it might be Nikes as well.
They might
the Nikes.
Nikes.
Yeah, early
Nikes. They're Nikes.
Yeah, he's got some cross trainers. Yeah.
Cross trainer.
Yeah, there you go. You need some running.
That's great. I love it. Yep. Doesn't have a shirt or anything. He just grabs the jacket and the shoes. Like, yep, I got to go.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's all you need. You're walking around LA in the 80s. You can blend in with just a trench coat and no shirt on. That's fine. You'll blend in with all the goofy.
It's 75 degrees and sunny there every day anyway, so no one's really going to bat an eye.
And just wandering, as you see in a minute, he just starts wandering the streets, and you see like 8 other people with trench coats and no shirts on wandering the road. So I think he's fine.
Yeah.
Gets himself a nice Remington upgrade here, so that's good.
Yeah,
we got our weapons expert here in the studio, so we're going to be learning a lot about some weapons.
Got the classic Remington 12 gauge, and he turns it into a little sawed off here in a little bit. Yeah, I got my IMFDB opened up. So it's fine.
He's got his database pulled up on his system over here by his.
Well, it's running smooth. I got upgraded internet this week, so I'm much faster
hey,
now.
You got upgraded internet.
Yeah.
That must be good for you and your streaming.
I'm running at 1 gig now. It's good stuff.
Really? Wow.
Oh yeah,
That's even better.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, the movies I've been finding myself rewatching a bit lately, at least for the last few weeks, because movies anywhere. I've been watching Tremors a lot, and I gotta tell you, next
Tremors
year we're all
rules.
going to be sitting here for the 30th anniversary of that.
You're
So.
damn right.
Yeah, it's let's see.
Yeah, when is that coming? When is Tremors?
Tremors will be Friday the 17th of January.
Oh, that's
Hey.
dude.
Because it was a January release.
It
Okay,
was.
so we're gonna
why
kick
I
off the
scheduled
year.
it
We're gonna kick off the
Mhm.
year with a Big Bang then.
Hell yeah. My second favorite movie of all time. Boom. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But yeah, so Austin,
By the way,
we know what you're doing on the 17th of
that
January.
moped looks
Watching
horrendous.
Tremors. Dude, it's so 80s. I love that
That
moped.
is
Look at
so
that.
terrible.
So 80s.
What's the matter? You don't like her moped?
Yeah, it looks terrible.
I don't think it looks terrible. It's basic 80s stuff. It's not bad. Good, got it for me, Big Buns. We get introduced to Sarah Connor here. Linda Hamilton, beautiful and young as ever.
Very young.
Mm-hmm.
She is so different in the second movie.
Oh my god, so different.
Way different in the second movie. Big difference. She's Sumerian, not Babylonian. Yeah, big difference. No offense, but I gotta get my own lawyer on this. Sorry, Ghostbusters reference. Plus, my friends and I were talking about it earlier today because apparently there's a show coming up next week. Is it next week, guys? Yeah, next week I'm going to be on someone else's YouTube channel. We're going to be discussing TMNT, but we're also going to be discussing Ghostbusters as well. So that find that a bit strange that we're discussing two properties, but then again, they were very big in the 80s, so why not?
Yeah.
I said, hey, we're talking about Ghostbusters? That means we're going to drop that's a big Twinkie. So.
Are you doing Meeting of Phantom next week?
Yes. This isn't going to interfere with what we're doing on Fridays. No. Yeah, the show I'm doing with these other kind folks is going to be on Wednesday, so we don't have to worry about that. But yes, Friday, November 1st. Thank you. Yes, November 1st. Going to be doing the Meeting of Phantom, so tune in for that. And yes, I will pull out the call out to get some great guests and great people. We're going to have a really good roundtable of kind folks to talk about different characters or a Phantom that means something special to them and why.
Hey, call attention to the asshole kid here. Puts a
this
ice
kid,
cream.
like, fuck
what
you,
what a terrible kid. What a terrible
the
kid.
Hell?
Putting ice cream in her apron. Like,
oh, that's what that was? I always wonder if it was either that or like mashed potato or gravy or something.
Oh, wait a minute. No,
It looks like ice cream.
Oh, here's an 80s movie, so it's got to be Dick Miller. Here comes the Dick Miller cameo. That's great.
Oh.
Dick Miller as the gun guy. Yes.
You can go pump or auto.
Yeah, Dick Miller, man. He's in every 80s movie.
Does that include Gremlins? Does that include Gremlins?
He's in every Joe Dante movie. So yes, he's the neighbor in Gremlins. He's in Night of the Creeps. He's in Chopping Mall. He's in a million things. So this 45 long slide, by the way, laser sightings weren't a thing. This is something they made for the movie, and then it became a thing in real life. Yeah, they made this as a prop. They attached it to it, and Arnold had to turn it on himself with that thing.
The Uzi 9mm.
Uzi 9mm.
You know your weapons, buddy. Any one of these is ideal for home defense. So
he's got a Franchi Spas 12 shotgun, which is the same shotgun that Muldoon uses in Jurassic Park, by the way.
Oh, it looked It looked familiar, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a really expensive French shotgun. Yeah.
Is that the one where he drops the line? Is that the one where he drops the line? Clever girl.
Clever girl. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Hey, look, it's the sawed-off shotgun.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Look at that. Oh, and he's got a rope on it, and he straps it up to his arm. Look at that.
A pistol. Yeah, he made his own pistol grip.
This way he doesn't have to carry it every time. He can just
stick it to the
around.
He can just walk around and stick it to the side of his coat.
Yep. This is one of my favorite bits of kind of unintentional comedy when he's just like, I gotta use the phone.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey man, you got a serious attitude problem.
Yeah. I just love that his whole gear is just all the stuff like Brian Thompson was wearing, just this goofy, these jackets with like the chains on it, and the goofy like gang stuff from the 80s that they all wore. Yeah, every gang in the 80s in every movie had to have switchblades. We all Jason Takes Manhattan when Jason kicks the
Yeah.
the stereo, and they're like, "Hey, man!" They'll like pull out their switchblades. It's the same
Can't
thing.
take our boom box.
Yeah.
By the way, I will say that Sarah, the real Linda Hamilton Sarah, is very lucky that she is the third listed Sarah.
Yeah,
Connor
third in the phone book and
in
not
the
the first
phone
one.
book.
Yeah, because otherwise this movie would be over in less than 30 minutes. So
Yeah, she'd be dead right here.
yeah, Sarah Connor.
Yes.
Yes.
It's like, yeah. By the way, I have this on silent. I just know the way she talks. Because I've seen this movie 8,000 times. Yes. Oh, that's not good.
Jeez.
Man.
Well, it's funny though because you're dropping these a bit. But for those of you just tuning in, this is the 40th anniversary celebration / watch along, I should say, of the Terminator from 1984. If you want to queue up your copy on physical media or streaming service and watch the movie along with us, share your thoughts, your feelings, comments about this or any other movies that these actors or actresses have taken part in, let us know in the comments below. Where are we at in the film, Austin?
We are at 16:45, almost at the 17-minute mark.
There you
Sarah's finding out that she's dead on TV because they killed another Sarah
You're
Connor.
dead, honey.
You're dead, honey.
That's right. And Sarah's like, "What the hell are you talking
But
about?"
man, this movie moves. We're
right here,
15 minutes
dumbass.
in. The Terminator is here. Michael Biehn is here. He's already killed a Sarah Connor. We've already got where everybody is, established where they are. I mean, this movie's moving. Like we are thick in the plot. I mean, you don't have to wait long to where
James Cameron doesn't waste any time.
No, there's no wasted motion here in this movie. Everything's
That's
for
why
purpose.
That's why I consider this movie particularly to be perfect.
Yeah.
So.
Also, this one is only an hour 47 minutes or so.
Oh, really? It is for 140. I thought it was, I figured it was 140. I just wasn't sure if it was 140 or 145.
Yeah.
Short, sweet, and to the point. Thank you, James Cameron.
That's another reason. Yeah, it's a lot of horror movies are hour.
Oh yeah,
hour
this
40
transition.
Yes, it's great.
I love it.
Boom, goes from present to the future of
the cranes and things into the
I really love how every time that we see a future shot, we see a bit more of what is going on, because initially we just saw the war and we had no context, and now we see Kyle in the war.
Yeah.
And later, we see how a Terminator infiltrates one of their bases.
Yeah, we're taking on these hunter killers here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
It's a big ass robot.
John taught us how to fight, like how to spot. We spotted them easy. We're like later
by the way, Brian, your comment about any of the sequels, there's one sequel, and it's T2. And I don't care what anyone says. There's one sequel to this movie.
I will defend to my dying days. I will defend Terminator Salvation because it actually did something different. So,
really?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I think out of all the sequels, the one that is somewhat okay and watchable at times is T3.
Yeah, that's why I like T3.
Salvation is absolute ass. Genesis is the worst crime.
No, I'll defend Salvation because they go to the future. They at least said it during the war. I appreciate that. It has a really, really good cast in that movie. The cast is awesome. And they actually tried. They tried,
but the writing wasn't there for them.
Well, yeah, it's McG. Like you can only do so much.
Yeah, but, the thing is, like about Salvation, I very much appreciate the idea. The execution is absolute ass. The cast is great, but completely wasted. Christian Bale is terrible in that movie. Christian Bale is one of the greatest actors of our time, and I really hate that he was wasted.
And he lost his temper one day on set.
And
I have that clip on my
to this day, the most worthless actor in Hollywood.
The best thing to come out of Terminator Salvation is the rant that Christian went on when everyone was messing with him on set.
So I have that on my StreamYard. If you watch any of my streams occasionally that I host, I have an audio thing I can play in the background, like a little sound effects where somebody's bragging about, I met somebody at a Comic-Con or whatever, and I play it and it goes, "Oh, good for you." And how was it? That's great.
Dude, Austin, I didn't know you had that, man. That's genius. That's freaking genius. Oh, good for you.
And how was it?
I hope it's good. It's useless now, isn't it?
It's great. Yeah.
Oh God, that's great. That is great. But yeah, no, it's
No, don't shut me up.
Am I gonna rip your effing lights down?
It's great.
That's the best thing about Salvation is the rant that they caught on tape of Christian Bale.
Right.
It's the best thing about Salvation. Other than that, I don't really care for it. Even though I do like Moon Bloodgood, who's in the movie. I like her a lot. I think she's one of the prettiest women on the planet. But at the same time, I'm like, girl, your screen time was your writing was terrible. Your writing
Ginger
was
is way too into her Walkman.
Yeah,
Like,
she
in this
is.
scene.
Yeah.
She is completely oblivious to the world, and oh my god, is she addicted to
Yeah.
that damn Walkman?
yeah. She
Yeah,
can't even hear the phone ring. You
yeah.
notice that? She can't even hear her own telephone ringing. And hey, look who it is. It's Slider, right? It's Slider.
It's Matt.
Yeah, but he's also Slider in Top Gun.
Oh, I don't know that.
The same actor. It's the same actor. I'm just saying that
Yeah,
he's
the
known as
boyfriend.
Slider in the other
Matt.
movie.
Yeah.
Hey Ginger, it's Matt.
Rick,
Dude,
that's
it's
Rick Rossovich. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's another
Slider.
character actor. Yeah, there's a million character actors in this movie. They
Yeah.
all done stuff. Yeah, Top
Slider.
Gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in Navy SEALs, kind of
Oh,
similar
Navy
to Top Gun.
SEALs with
Yeah.
Charlie Sheen, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And
Slider.
then he was on a million TV shows. Yeah.
Ginger, it's Matt. Answer your phone.
And he just starts to spiel again.
Oh, whole spiel is happening again the second time around.
There's Paul Winfield. There he
There's
is.
Paul Winfield.
He's
Hey,
been in
there's the guy.
He's the guy who's been in 1,000 movies.
And there's Lance Henriksen.
He's another character actor who, almost like Lance Henriksen, they were all born 50. They all just look 50 their entire career. Lance Henriksen has always
Lance Henriksen.
Lance Henriksen has always looked 50, much like Tommy Lee Jones or all these guys. He just always
Yeah.
looked old.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at Paul Winfield here. This is like 10 years before like Mars Attacks, and he's got gray hair already, and just running around.
God.
This
It's
is
always
2
the
years after Wrath of Khan.
2 years. You're right. Yeah,
Yeah,
2 years
yeah.
after Wrath of Khan.
Uh-huh.
Because that was 82.
Yeah.
Yep, 82. Sarah Louise Connor. Is that right? You're kidding me.
Yeah, and then they're gonna try to contact the final one.
One Day Pattern Killer.
Mhm.
Isn't it true that Lance Henriksen was up for this role as Terminator? And then they
Yeah,
went
he
in a
was.
different direction?
He auditioned for it. There was like him. Mel Gibson was up for it at one
Mhm,
point.
mhm.
Yeah, and then as far as like Reese, they almost went with Sting, the musician.
Oh,
the role of
jeez.
Reese, that would have been a way different movie.
Ooh.
Yeah,
You seen Pugsley around?
yeah. There's a whole thing about like O.J. Simpson was like almost cast, but not really.
Yeah.
He never really got beyond like a brief like interaction or consideration. Not really. I mean, they kind of ran with that, and there's not a whole lot to that. But it would have been ironic, obviously. So yeah.
You mind your mother.
Yeah.
Ryan, don't you know iguanas are a girl's best friend?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, I
There you
mean,
go.
yeah, according to, our friendly neighborhood, what is it? License to Kill. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, Diamond's best friend.
So Lisa
Is
said
that because she's the one who got all the diamonds at the end of the movie? So it's like,
yeah, because the iguana in that movie had a diamond necklace, and she put it on as a bracelet.
Ginger has the quintessential 80s hair. I mean, look at that.
Yeah.
That
To
is,
be fair, Sarah as well.
Sarah does too.
Sarah has the same hair that
And she has the
Ron-
puffy jacket.
She has no. Sarah Connor in this movie has the same hair that Ron Perlman would have in that Beauty and the Beast show she would go on to be on.
Which, yeah, this
She
was
has like lion mane hair in this movie. Yeah,
this was
It's,
a few years before, or some years before Beauty and the Beast debuted.
yeah.
I think the TV series. When did that TV series debut? I
That was
forget.
like 87, 88, something like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
geez, it was not too far after Terminator. Okay,
Yep.
makes sense. Makes
Yeah.
sense.
This same
hair.
year, Linda Hamilton would be in Children of the
By the
Corn.
way, I
Another movie
really love
for
this
generation.
moment
Mm.
when you think, "What if he's there?"
Mhm.
Also, what I think is really good about this movie is that
Got her spooked.
until we get the actual reveal, we don't know if Kyle Reese is also after her to kill her.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
We're pretty
That's
sure
great.
that the Terminator is, of course, but him we don't know.
But he's
And
still
there he
kind of
is.
stalking her. Yeah, I mean, he's like going after her.
Yeah,
you
he's
know.
got that car now, so he's driving around.
Well, this is similar to they would kind of almost call back to this. Remember T2? He gets on the dirt bike and rolls out of a parking garage. This when she's on a moped. So
Yeah.
kind of
Wow,
similar.
you're right. There are a lot of callbacks in T2 to T1. Hmm.
Yeah, and also in T2, the moment that they both see John at the exact same
Yeah.
time,
In that
we
back
still
room
don't
area.
really know who's after him and who's there to protect him. And
Yep.
then Arnold says, "Get down," and you're like, "Okay, it's him."
Yeah.
Has a bouquet of roses, but actually turns out to be a
Yeah,
shotgun, maybe. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
That was a great reveal when I saw that for the first time. By the way, when he just pulls that box right out, and then just all of a sudden a gun comes out of it, I'm like, Oh, this is about to get real serious now.
Yeah.
That was a great moment, by the way, in the, what was it, the back room area of the mall? That was great.
Get down.
Get down. And I'm like, whoa, what is going on?
Mm-hmm.
That was the first time I saw it. That was great. I think the first time I saw it was on VHS. I can't remember if it was VHS. Maybe.
So,
VHS.
funny story about T2. I had it recorded off a TV for a long time. That's how
did you?
I had it at home.
Wow.
But my TV recording cut off after the truck split open at the end and froze the T1000. So for ages, I didn't know the rest of that movie. The last like 12 minutes of that movie. So the rest of the whole foundry scene, I didn't know how it actually ended.
Oh, geez,
Yeah,
really?
so that's
Wow.
where my TV thing cut off. Yeah, we like ran out of tape.
Ran out of tape?
The tape ran out. Yeah,
hate
and that's where it
that.
cut off.
I hate that. I hate when that happens.
But by the way, I just wanted to point out right there, by definition of being a slasher movie, a couple is having sex and then they get killed.
Mm-hmm.
It's a slasher movie.
It sounds like some kind of a horror subgenre movie. Oh yeah, it's called slasher movies. Hello. Wake up, folks. It's a horror movie. Speaking of which, what isn't a horror movie is this great presentation we're giving you of the 40th anniversary of the Terminator turning 40. I'm your host, Ryan of Anaco Channel. We got Case and we got Austin here doing a great job, by the way. Great fun facts and great commentary. If you want to queue up your copy on physical media or streaming service, feel free to do so now. You can share your favorite memories or maybe fun facts. Or if you just want to ask us some questions about this movie, because Lord knows Case and Austin got their fun fact computers booted up.
Mm-hmm.
Let us know in the comments of the chat. And if you're watching us live or on a replay, thank you specifically for being with us. Austin, where are we at in the film?
About 27 and a half minutes. Sarah's now knows something is wrong because the second Sarah Connor is dead. And now she's
two Sarah
panicking.
Connors, and she then sees that she's the third one.
I have a mind, make some moogie. Phone book. Yes. Ooh, she looks in the phone book.
But by the way, Ryan, I can tell you, the only computer in front of me is my own computer with Terminator on one screen and the stream that we're on the other screen. So I don't have anything to look this up.
Okay.
This is just what I'm
all good.
making up as I go.
We're making this up as we go. No, it's fine. I mean, Austin over here has got some great fun facts booted up for us, so it's great. Everybody works out.
Yeah, they had to shoot a lot of, and I love this movie. Takes place pretty much all at night. It adds to that kind of night slasher.
It almost shot guerrilla style. It's great.
Yeah, well, and a lot of it was actually shot guerrilla style without permits.
They shot it without permits, man.
Yeah. That's how you did
it. But it gives it a bit of a neo-noir feeling.
You mean no? I mean,
by the way, tech noir.
I believe you mean tech noir.
Tech noir case. It's called tech noir. Come on, man.
We're here now.
Do you know where that place is? Yeah. It's on Pico.
Yeah, it's on Pico.
You've got me burning. You've got me burning.
It's such a, dude, the soundtrack is so good. It's so
80s.
perfect.
It's very 80s.
450.
Hey, you got a phone? Yeah, it's in the back. Hey, 450 to get in. And I think she gives her a 5. Yeah, because she needs change for the phone booth, right? So she's like, hey, take the 5. Let's go. By the way, there's no doorman there. So when Arnold walks in, the doorman's suddenly there.
Well, he's just off to the side. He's
off to the side. Okay.
Yeah, he's just kind of off to the side. He's just the bouncer. He's in it's Rick Aiello, who's the brother of Danny Aiello, who I believe is in all the Spike Lee movies.
Really?
The guy who was the bouncer. Yeah.
I did not know that.
Because his brother Rick is in Do the Right Thing and Jungle Fever.
Which I've seen Do the Right Thing 2 or 3 times now, I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
Good film. Good
film.
He
plays the bouncer in this movie, Rick. He plays one of the cops in Do the Right Thing. That's when that scene where they turn on the fire hydrant or whatever, one of those guys. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah. Let's see. We're gonna. Oh, he's going to play visit the house.
Oh, he's going into the. This is the apartment building, guys.
Yeah. Yeah. Ginger is still way into her music even after post loving.
Yeah,
they were listening to it while they were doing it. It's like, geez.
Yeah, I think she had it on during it. That's odd. This lady, by the way, plays Ginger. Briefly had a fitness show in Canada. She's a Canadian actress.
No kidding.
Called 20-minute workout for Canada. So maybe she's very proud of her calves and things there. She's in great shape. Maybe that's why she wants to show off she's doing her aerobics routine, dancing around this house.
Is that all she's doing nowadays? Is exercise?
That's all
tapes?
she did. I can find on her Wikipedia. She just had to take a 20-minute workout up in Canada. That's it,
No,
yeah.
up in Canada.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, her name is Bess Mata.
That's Mata.
Yeah.
Shoot, I'm gonna make a belt out of you. She hates that thing, by the way. She hates Pugsley.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think she hates someone else more right now, but we'll get to it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, there goes Slider. Yeah, I'm gonna fight him.
Boom! Punches a hole in the pillow.
Maybe bust you up, man.
Bust you up, man.
Hey, give him credit, man. He puts up a fight here. He tries. He gets thrown through that window. He comes right back. I mean, he's a big dude. He's a big boy. He goes for the double leg here. Yeah.
The issue just is that he has no chance whatsoever.
Well, yeah, and he gets tough.
As strong, as skilled as he is, it doesn't matter.
Oh, I know.
And
oh my God, through the wall! My God, Jr. My God, JR. He goes for the double leg. He just throws right through that wall. Uh-oh. Isn't that good? And
the strap, by the way, the strap on the Walkman, same strap, I believe, that Marty had in Back to the Future.
Probably.
Yeah, which, another fun fact, that movie turns 40 next year. And Back to the Future Part 3 turns 35.
I have them scheduled back-to-back weeks.
Oh, back-to-back weeks, do you? Yeah. That's going to be a barrel of laughs, isn't it?
The same as Batman Forever and Batman Begins.
Talk about a difference in tone between those two movies.
Wait, what? Oh, so what? Batman Forever is next.
And Batman Begins.
And Batman. Okay. Oh my God, Forever I've seen 8 million times. I
yeah,
can easily talk about that. Yeah, you know what's funny about Batman Forever? Everybody complains about Batman and Robin like killing that series, but everything that's in Batman and Robin is in Batman Forever. Like all the corniness and weird stuff like that Joel Schumacher brought to that thing is all in Batman Forever. That movie is ridiculous. No, it's entertaining. Like I've seen it a million times.
It's still better than Batman Returns.
It's still better.
Better than Batman Returns.
But Tommy Lee Jones is so weird. I played a video on one of my streams one time, Ryan. Somebody made a montage. It's like a minute and a half of all the weird noises that Tommy Lee Jones makes in that movie. Where it's like, yeah.
By the way, right here,
it's great.
Right here, the Terminator would have thought that his job was done because he had killed 3 people, and he assumed that was Sarah Connor. The only reason that he finds out it's not her is because Sarah calls, and then he looks through the documents and sees that.
Leaves a voicemail, flips through the drawers. Hey, Lieutenant, don't put me on transfer me out of the department. I won't. Just relax. Now, where are you?
Yeah, it's on Pico.
Yeah, I know it. It's on Pico. Yeah, baby. Tech Noir. Let's go to Pico tonight.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that sign in the background. You get a stroke looking at that sign. Yeah.
Oh, with the light streams? Yeah, probably.
Lights, yeah,
that's why I do my best not to look at it.
Don't go to if you have epilepsy, don't go to Tech Noir. You'll die.
Don't go exactly. Don't go to Tech Noir. Don't buy what and where is it again? Oh yeah, it's on Pico. I know it.
Don't even slip up. Go to the restroom. That's right. Stay in public.
Yeah, don't go to the ladies' room. Just sit at a table with your what is it?
Yeah, here you go. Here's
by the way, he got there very quickly.
Yes.
He kind of did, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, here you go. He tries to grab him. There he is.
He got me by. Hey, the guy didn't pay.
Talk to the hand.
Which they drop in the third one.
God, that's a horrible. That's the worst moment of that movie. Talk to the hand thing is so stupid.
I don't know. I like Terminator 3. I consider.
But no, this is the quintessential ending of the first act, beginning of the second act, because Michael Biehn is about to reveal himself, and he's gonna kind of reveal some more information.
And she bumps over the bottle. Exactly when he looks.
Right?
Yeah, which allows her to
look at this 80s dancing. You got me everybody doing the slow motion 80s dancing. Oh yeah, baby.
I love it.
Shit.
This is my favorite scene in the whole movie is Tech Noir. The tension builds up and the score's building up. It's so good. It's a perfect shot.
Because she spots Michael Biehn. She sees him over by the bar.
It's great.
They both see her at the exact same time.
Yeah.
And the score just builds and builds and builds and builds.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, more
more 80s dancing.
80s dancing with that suit.
That guy in that white suit. He's getting down. Look at him.
He's getting down. Look at this. Walks over. Tension builds. Judging, watching. Look at the baby. Watching, judging.
Yeah, then he makes a move.
There it is. Pops the shotgun. Come on. Oh, there goes a laser sight. Movie's going to be over in 2 seconds if Kyle doesn't do something.
Yeah,
Do it.
and
Do it. Do it.
boom.
Get to the chopper. Do it.
Boom,
Boom.
boom, boom,
Fires run
boom,
around and
boom.
everything just cut. Like everything just stops. And people are like, "Oh my god!" Like,
Well, yeah, it's
so
it's
good.
we're very used to this in America with all the mass shootings we have. So
Sadly,
stuff like this
sadly,
unfortunately happens all
sadly,
the time.
very sad.
Isn't it usually in a school? Sorry,
Unfortunately, yes. Unfortunately,
very
yes.
sensitive. I know.
Sensitive topic here in the States, but still,
Yes, yes,
our hearts go out to everybody
but
who's
now
been
he's
affected
busting
by
out the
those.
Uzi. He's just going crazy with it right now.
Uzi 9mm,
Uh-huh.
plasma rifle, 40-watt range. Hey, just what you see, pal.
Yeah.
I like that guy. Dick Miller's a good actor.
Dick
Good
Miller's
actor.
awesome. He's in
He's a good guy.
everything.
Doesn't he do conventions occasionally?
No, he's passed away. I believe he's dead. Huh?
Well, before he passed away, wasn't he doing conventions?
Occasionally, but yeah, he was already old when these movies came out. So yeah, he's another guy. He was another character actor that every movie you see and he looks 60 years old.
Dang.
So, boom, boom.
Too bad he passed away. I would have liked to have met him at a
boom,
convention.
Boom. Oh, he's stunned again. Got him.
You shot him like 10
And there
times.
it is. Come with me if you want to live.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
That's
Okay,
the iconic line
so,
right
like,
there.
That's good.
That's
but
great.
The second one is better.
You like the second one? The second
I
time
like
you
the
delivered
second
that?
one
Okay.
better.
Come on.
No, I like the urgency of this one, man. Like his sincerity of just like, no, come with me if you want to live. Like now, like we gotta go. Like it just seems.
I agree.
I don't know. It seems like a retread in the second one to me.
By the way,
It's just little nitpicks.
like the thing that I have with the second one is that I absolutely adore it, but I will always say the second one is the first one story wise. It follows the movie beat by beat for the entire runtime, and it's fine because for 2.5 hours I'm thoroughly entertained.
Yeah,
with the second one.
My only nitpick is this one doesn't have a few cringy Edward Furlong moments, so that's why I kind of prefer this one as well.
You're one of those people who doesn't like Edward Furlong. Okay.
I didn't say I hated Edward Furlong. I said he has some cringy moments in that movie where you kind of go, that's very like,
I personally think that Furlong plays the perfect teenager.
Yeah, I mean, his part in the movie didn't really bother me at all. I mean, he was playing the character he was supposed to, and he had the sayings of a 90s, late 80s, early 90s teenager. Plus, you had the boombox on his bike, and he also had I can't remember the character name, but he was from Salute Your Shorts.
No, Danny Cooksey. Yeah, he's got Budnick from
he's got Budnick from Salute Your Shorts as his BFF.
And
I'm like,
Budnick,
dude, great.
Budnick ain't no snitch. He covered for his buddy in the arcade.
Hey, buddy, I think I saw that kid you were looking for. And then he gets shoved
hey,
away.
you know this kid? Nah, I don't know. He's covered for his buddy, man. He's no snitch.
But the funny thing I like about T2 is that the girl that tells the cop where John and his friend are at.
He's like, the Galleria,
right? Galleria? And I'm like, wait a minute. And then I looked it up. That girl is Nikki Cox, who later went on to play Mary O'Connell in the hit television series Las Vegas on NBC for 4 years, which I'm a big fan of Las Vegas. I have four of the 5 seasons that it ran for on DVD. And the fact that was her at a young age, I'm just like, oh my gosh, Nikki Cox was in T2? That's insane.
Do exactly what I say. Exactly. Don't move unless I say. Don't make a sound unless I say. You understand? Yeah. You understand? No, I just like the urgency of this movie.
There's so much urgency in this film.
I like it. Yeah, every second is like, he's tracking you every second. And I just like the protagonist of this movie with Reese. He's not a Terminator like in the second one. It's 2 Terminators, so he can take some damage. This one, he has to be careful because he's human and he gets hurt in this movie multiple times. He gets hurt. He can't just go toe to toe with the Terminator. He knows that. He doesn't have his his pulse rifles, to even the
targeted
odds.
determination.
Targeted determination.
There's a bold statement for you.
Oh, by the way, this is a shot that gets repeated.
Yeah.
This is 1L19 westbound on Olympia.
Yeah, that is, by the way, one of the scariest things that they can impersonate.
But you will. It's very important that you live.
So good, man.
Dude, Michael Biehn is so good in this movie. I love his performance.
Did you ever get a chance to see him at conventions?
I have not met him yet, and I want to. But my only conflict will be: did I give him to sign Kyle Reese or as Hicks from Aliens? Like,
why not both? Why not both?
I would have to be both because
it has to be.
Decide. Yeah,
it has to be because those are 2 of the best movies ever. So it just makes sense, right? But yeah, I met
And
Michael
on
Biehn.
Aliens, I would have him sign "Stay Frosty" out there,
Stay frosty.
and then yeah, this one.
Yeah, what would you have him sign for the
It
Terminator?
had to be something like, he can't be bargained with, reasoned with, something like that.
And it will
It's-
not stop
That
until you are
is
dead.
easily my favorite quote from this movie.
Dude,
and one of
that
my
whole
favorite quotes of all
monologue
time.
is so awesome. That I've
It's on-
heard
and
that
it's on
monologue
point,
over and
too.
over again. Yeah, it gets right to the point. It's just good writing. Yeah, it's good stuff. The writing in this movie is really strong. I like it a
Yeah.
lot.
It's
Everything that Reese
fantastic.
says has a sense of urgency. It's efficient exposition without overdoing it. Like he just gets quick bits of information, all the important stuff. And then you get just enough about the future without getting like kind of too complicated.
I actually had the pleasure of meeting Michael Biehn at a Comic-Con many years ago. I had him sign my the Terminator Blu-ray and sign his name on, which was really cool. And then I asked him, I said, what was it like shooting the tech noir scene? Because I got to be honest with you, Michael, that's my favorite scene in the whole movie. It's just when the tension builds up, you see the reveal of the two characters and all this stuff. And he says, well, when you're 26 years old and you're holding a shotgun, you tend to have a lot of fun during those night shoots. I'm like, dude, did you ever? That scene is awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a really good conversation that Michael Biehn and I had. And yes, we took a picture together. And yes, it's on our Instagram. So feel free to look it up. It's at
hopefully I'll get to meet him at some point. Yeah,
you should, man.
Yeah, I'll try.
I want to hear how you're
600 series had rubber skin. We spotted them easy. These are new. They look human. Sweat, bad breath, everything. Yeah, but again, those are great details. Like and you get this is like. We're getting this exposition, but it's interesting, exposition, and you don't know. Yeah, he's not crazy, but yeah, if you were Linda Hamilton in her shoes hearing this, you would think this guy is out of his mind.
40 years.
Not for about 40 years.
Not for about 40 years.
This is the 40th anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, Case. You're right.
Boy.
We're in trouble. Oh, I'm in trouble now.
Uh-huh.
Why is she wearing a mask?
Right.
Man, it's just a sketch, really. Alicia, sit down. Show the lady why you wear the mask. Sorry. I've been watching that movie a lot lately, too.
Don't feel pain.
I can't help it.
I do.
Don't do that again.
Yeah.
Austin, I've been watching Batman 89.
She drew blood on that bite. Look at her lip.
Yeah.
It's not there.
Can't be bargained with.
Can't
be reasoned
Can't be reasoned with.
It doesn't feel pity.
It doesn't feel
or
pity or remorse or fear.
And
it
absolutely will not stop.
Ever until you are dead.
See, and that's a horrifying
concept. That is so good.
But in those just couple of lines, you get the horrific nature of the Terminator, and that's what I miss.
This is,
and that's what I miss in the series is that sense of like horror of what the Terminators actually are. I think we've diluted that over the series, and we've lost that aspect of it. Yeah, this machine that doesn't have to eat, it doesn't have to sleep. It's just gonna, it's like it's like when we watch The Mummy, right? He will never eat. He will never sleep, and he absolutely will not stop. It's very similar.
He will never stop. That's right. Yeah, The Mummy. We did that.
It's like Jason Voorhees.
Right. No, if you replace Jason Voorhees with the Terminator in this movie, it's a full-on horror movie. Yeah. Just put or Michael Myers or whatever. Somebody that's just
by definition, it's a slasher.
Mm-hmm. That's
somebody that will kill anybody that gets in his way. If it's mission, anybody that gets in the way, take you out too.
So good.
It's good stuff. Yeah,
it is.
I'm gonna switch cars here because that car is
That car is all beat to shit.
Well, and he just knows what car it is, so we need new transportation.
We need a new vehicle.
Yeah.
Drops that in the third one.
Yeah.
Because the top gets ripped off by the TX, and it's like, yeah, we need a new vehicle. I'm like, okay.
Yep.
Which reminds me, I haven't seen T3 in an awfully long time. I should rewatch that.
It has its moments. I like most of that movie. There's just
not a bad movie.
There's again some cringy stuff in that movie, but
I think that overall there are a lot of good ideas in T3 that I appreciate for what they are. Unfortunately, I have my entire issue with T3 is it existing because it kind of undoes the ending of T2.
But I will give T3 the credit of having a very ballsy ending. That ending is ballsy.
Yeah,
true.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So
the end of the world and Skynet taking over.
I appreciate that at least. Yeah, that we actually see Judgment Day.
That's true.
We do see Judgment Day at the end, yeah.
But yeah, the fact that he's just like Judgment Day is inevitable. Like it doesn't matter what you do. I'm like bullshit.
Yeah.
Like you know,
Yeah,
like
like
that's ridiculous.
T2 literally ended it, and you're like, and this movie is saying fuck the best movie.
Well, and it
one of the
negates
best movies of all time.
the main one of the main quotes of T2, which is the no fate but what we make. Yeah, they changed the fate. You know, they changed the future, but it's like no, you just delayed it. You just postponed it.
Yeah, he said you only postponed it. Judgment Day is inevitable.
Inevitable, yeah.
Yeah, and in addition to that, I think Nick Stahl is a terrible John Connor.
Extermination. Determined our fate in a microsecond.
Like, okay, Nick Stahl is a terrible John Connor, and even worse, Claire Danes as Catherine Brewster can fuck right off.
Catherine Brewster,
because absolutely,
I mean, I love Claire Danes as an actress, so I mean,
Catherine Brewster, are you here to kill me?
Nothing against Claire Danes.
I think she's a great actress
in that movie. Absolutely not.
Oh well, you know, I mean, she's a damsel in distress. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, that's my issue with it.
I mean, she's a DID.
There's a brief cameo from Chris Hardwick in T3. That's one of the guys near the end, one of the kind of tech guys running around the offices at the end.
No, really? Okay.
Yeah. If you ask Chris Hardwick to quote his lines in that movie, he has like 3 lines. He can quote them right off the top of his head. It's a bunch of scientific jargon, but he's memorized it.
By the way, I just realized T3 essentially is as flawed as Dark Fate is to me, because the idea of Dark Fate, there's a lot of good ideas in Dark Fate which I appreciate. It's just that the movie undoes T2.
Well, it has the Alien 3 first 10 minutes, you know?
Yeah, like
what Alien 3 is to
kill
Aliens.
John Connor right here.
Yeah, we bring Edward Furlong back 30 years later, and the first thing we do is just kill him.
Well, it's like Alien 3. The first thing we do is kill Michael Biehn and Newt, like at the beginning of that movie.
Like,
the first 10 minutes of that one.
Right.
No, just don't do that.
Your son, Sarah. Your unborn son.
Your son, Sarah. Your unborn son.
Yeah.
Who's the
and
father,
she is in
Kyle?
shock.
Well, we could talk about the Kyle Reese paradox in this movie. You know, because that's a paradox in itself.
Because who's the father, Kyle?
Right, Kyle Reese. Yeah. I'm my own grandpa. I'm my own grandpa.
Is that a Family Guy thing?
That was in The Stupids with Tom Arnold.
Oh, geez.
Directed by John Landis in 1996. One of the worst.
Wow, I can't believe you remember that. Oh,
yeah.
I think I saw it one time, and that was
another card. We're back into the Scythian music. Kind of chase again.
Oh, I can't believe you remember the Stupids. Well, how about this one? Do you remember the Tom Arnold movie another Tom Arnold movie that nobody saw? Carpool. Yeah.
Why did I say it before you said it? Because I've seen it. Yes.
Seen it. How many times have you seen that movie?
That movie used to come on TV a lot, like on Sunday afternoons, so I saw it a couple of times. Yeah, Carpool is a bad movie as well, yeah.
By the way, isn't Rachel...
how about the other 1996 Tom Arnold movies? He'd had a couple of 96, Big Bully with him and Rick Moranis. You ever see that one?
I saw that once, and that was enough for me. But I watched Carpool a bunch of times as a kid. Plus, wasn't the girl in that movie Rachel Lee Cook, I believe?
Yeah, there's a couple of like young actors that went
young up-and-comers at the time.
Yeah.
Rachel Lee Cook was an up-and-comer, I'll tell you that. Oh, boy, is she beautiful.
By the way, say what you will about the 80s camp, which it definitely has. Like, it's very much an 80s movie with music.
Doesn't bother.
You can watch this movie these days and still be entertained and not be too distracted by the 80s camp going on.
You can still get it. Like,
because
you can still understand.
I watched this movie well over 20 years after it was released for the first time, and I still had a blast watching
But the 80s is a part of the plot of the movie because he's time traveling back to the 80s, so it has to take place there because, like, it's fine.
For example, a big difference is that I don't get Ghostbusters. I've never liked it. I've seen the movie 3 times.
Really?
That is a movie that I think is very much of the 80s, and I will never be able to enjoy because it's of the 80s. This is a different case here. At least in my opinion.
No, that's okay. That's okay. I mean, I didn't really like Ghostbusters much as a kid because it scared the living crap out of me. But nowadays, I can go back and watch it and be like, you know what, this movie's hilarious in so many different ways, and it's entertaining pretty much all the way through. So I like it now. Like I'm a big proponent of Ghostbusters, and I've actually come to enjoy to a certain extent
the second one,
Ghostbusters 2 a little bit more now that I'm older than I did when I was younger. I think Ghostbusters 2 is a reasonable sequel. It's not bad.
Hey, just like Michael Myers, he's mysteriously vanished.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees,
Yeah, he's gone.
Freddy Krueger.
Freddy Krueger. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, because I am a big Nightmare on Elm Street fan.
Although my favorite little bit about the killer kind of vanishing when you look back a second time is the bit in Scary Movie when she looks at him and the ghost face and is standing by the tree, but then she looks away and he looks at the tree and just does the comical like run behind the tree. It's really funny.
But that's more so because Scream is more a meta commentary on slashers.
It's just a funny moment commenting on that aspect, which is really funny. Here's Earl Bowen, rest in peace, who just passed away not long ago.
Dr. Soberman.
He just passed away last January.
Sorry to hear that, by the way.
And the only other guy other than Arnold to be in the first 3 Terminator movies, because he's in all 3.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that's what.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, in the third one, it's kind of just a cameo.
It's just a cameo, but he's still there. It counts.
He is there.
He's there.
He's like, I've seen some things.
No, I like the stuff in this one where he's like, I could make a whole career out of this guy. You know?
By the way, what I really like about this is we have that car chase, and then of course we have him crash, and up until this moment, we don't see what actually happened. And because of Kyle's explanation of like how the Terminator works with fake skin and everything, this is a haunting scene.
Yeah, this is a creepy scene.
Like
where he's doing and this is similar to the Predator movies when the Predator has to do a little first aid on himself. You know, movies, a little self maintenance in those movies too. Because he pulls out that first aid kit.
Man.
Predator.
We're gonna have so many marathons.
Cuts into his own arm.
Yeah, but here's the thing, because you brought this up, right? So we're gonna have marathons of Back to the Future's got 2 of them, Batman's got 2 of them, Predator has 2 movies that are celebrating anniversaries next year between Predators and Predator 2.
Oh, are they on?
So it's like, I mean,
you don't have to put Predators on there, but I told Brian, you better put Predator. I'm the biggest Predator 2 fan. I have a Predator 2 t-shirt.
Predator 2.
Oh, yeah. No, we have both in October next year.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So in October, we got Predators and we got Predator 2.
I defend Predators a lot. I think that movie's great, but you know me. I love Predator 2. I love that movie so much. I have to be on that one because that movie is awesome.
Oh, it's there. Believe me, Case is a master of putting together schedules.
I have made the schedule.
And I cannot wait to look more at this.
We have a back-to-back Back to the Future,
back-to-back Batmans,
and back-to-back Predator and Predator 2. Even though I think both movies are terrible, and I will definitely not be on those, but you guys have fun with them.
Yeah, Case is like, yeah, you guys can have your sandbox with the Predator franchise. I'm just going to sit over here and watch something else.
Look, I will watch the original Predator or Prey. Those are the ones that I like.
Yeah, I need to sit my ass down and watch Prey, man.
Prey
I gotta
is great.
see that.
Prey is really good.
I've heard nothing but like 100% like great reviews about it across the board. I need to sit down and watch that freaking movie because it's been sitting on my watch list forever.
Why this elaborate scheme with the Terminator? It had no choice.
It had no
defense grid was smashed. Won. You got to counter then to make no difference.
Oh.
This guy had to wipe out his entire existence.
But yeah, we got so many great films planned for it, including, because we talked about this earlier too, we got Tremors coming up next year. You got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles turning 35, by the way.
Regular or menthol?
That's right. Anything you guys want, we got. Anything you want to
do it. You know what I'm saying?
Anything. You got any cigarettes? Regular
menthol.
This is what we. I mean, come on, man.
This is how we do it.
Dude, Austin, you're going to be on that one, right?
Oh, of course. I've seen that movie 8,000 times. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Which movie?
TMNT, man, from
1990. Yeah, Case is like, I got other plans that night.
But look, you know what the thing is that you have plenty of movies that you can watch. The ones that I am looking forward to personally are
what's on the list for you?
Total Recall, The Goonies, Airplane.
Oh man,
Empire Strikes Back.
Yes,
Empire's a definite.
Batman Begins.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Inside Out.
Ooh,
Mission Impossible: Rogue Nation.
Oh God.
Man from U.N.C.L.E.
Ooh.
Sicario.
Ooh, Sicario is like one of my favorite movies of all time. I love Sicario.
Dude, Sicario's 10-year anniversary next year.
I love Sicario.
GoldenEye and
Yes.
The Force Awakens.
GoldenEye and Force Awakens. GoldenEye, I'm like,
Well, and Case, you're doing Revenge of the Sith on your channel because Ryan.
I will do that on my channel.
Yeah. Ryan doesn't want to do it on his channel, but Casey's going to
Yeah,
take
yeah.
the plunge and be like, you know what? I'm going to
Yeah.
celebrate the greatness that is Revenge of the Sith. and I'm
Okay,
gonna put it on my channel.
this has always bothered me because this is very much a rubber mask.
Well, yeah, but it's again, it's 84. But again, I appreciate but I appreciate the practical nature of it. But yeah, I mean, you know, and here's the switch as the.
By the way, it's Stan Winston, right? Is it Stan Winston who did the?
Stan Winston was involved in this, yeah.
Yeah,
just
he
like
did
Predator, just like Predator.
Dude, he does an incredible job in this.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, yeah, it's a rubber mat, but I didn't think that during the movie. Like, it does not take me out of the movie at all.
No, when he's like cutting into his own eyeball, that always
cutting into his arm, he's cutting into his eyeball socket. Like that whole thing is like it's creepy as heck, but at the same time, like
it's very creepy. But to me, that is one thing that always kind of took me out of the movie because it looked fake.
No, well, but yeah,
Sharks. You know, Ryan. Shark still looks fake.
Shark still looks fake. Hey, friends, Goldie Wilson III from Hover Conversion. Oh my gosh,
they just showed that in the theater for the.
They did, but hey, guess what? And I quote channel beat them to it because we did it right, Case. We did it earlier in the year.
What did we do?
Back to the Future Part 2 because it turned 35.
Yeah, I'm sure you did. I wasn't on that.
No, but I'm just saying, like, as a channel, we did it earlier in the year, which is great because we beat the theaters to it. So, but yes, the movie theaters showed Back to the Future 2 recently, right? That was last weekend?
Something like that, yeah. It was.
By the way, Silverman right here says that he could make a career out of this guy. He makes a career out of Sarah Connor in the next movie.
Yeah. He technically does make a career out of this whole story. Yeah, he really does. Yes.
Yeah, and you're right because we said we're doing doubles of like two different movies of the same franchise. Got two Back to the Future movies next year, so I'm telling you, we're stacked. We're stacked with a great lineup of movies.
It's a very stacked schedule, and I do think that we are going to eliminate up to like 5 movies for next year. We'll get there.
Probably.
Because right now, every single Friday, something is scheduled next year.
Jeez.
With the exception of the dates that you indicated you won't do, which is December. Other than that, every single Friday is scheduled.
Yeah. Holiday season. But we got lots of great things planned for you who may be watching or listening to this at home, because currently we're celebrating the greatness, by the way. That is the 40th anniversary of The Terminator. Here on Movie Watchalong. Queue up your copy of physical media or streaming service. Watch a movie along with us, and if you're watching us live or on a replay, thank you so much for being with us. And do not forget to like and share this video with all of your closest friends. Austin, where are we currently at in the movie?
About 58-20. Paul Winfield and Lance Emerson are trying to explain to her that, the Terminator might have just been a dude on PCP and wearing body armor, and, giving her some practical explanations as to why he's, kind of superhuman.
You see this part? Shut up.
Yeah.
There's a couch in this other room here. Why don't you just stretch out, try to get some sleep? But yes, wow, yeah, we got big plans for 2025. It's coming, guys, and I'll tell you what, Tremors is going to be a heck of a way to one of the first movies we're going to be kicking off the year with, because Austin's going to be smiling like it's Christmas all over again.
So, my only choice is which Tremor shirt to wear for that episode.
So how many Tremor shirts do you possibly have?
Well, I might have to go with the one that looks like Jurassic Park, but it's the Graboid instead of the Jurassic Park logo.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm sure Case would appreciate that as a Jurassic Park fan.
Oh yeah, Silverman just misses him.
Oh wait, here we got the line.
He's like, wait a minute, what's going off? Oh yeah, that's a pager. People had pagers in the 80s, right, guys?
See it, please. She's making a statement.
Oh, she was here. Could I see? She's making a statement.
You want to wait? There's a bench over there.
It may take a while. If you want to wait, there's a bench right
And
there.
he just looks and
looks around.
Yeah. Takes it all in.
Looks at the window, by the way.
Yeah.
I'll be back. Give me a minute.
And the original line was "I'll come back," and that's not quite doesn't have the same zip to it,
No.
So, yeah.
Arnold changed that while they were shooting?
Well, no, just Cameron and them. They all changed it, workshopped it, and kind of changed it. Just he was supposed to have like just a longer line in general, and they just shortened it up and short and sweet to the point.
Nice.
And I feel bad for this guy because he gets.
By the way. Do they ever make fun of that in the movie in the 90s, Austin? Ha! You didn't know I was going to say that, did you? That's what you always say.
You always say it's like your calling card.
Everybody's waiting for you to say it. It's like your calling card.
Yeah. I bet you didn't know I was going to say this. Rubber baby buggy bumpers.
We all
Oh, man.
some of us said anyway. Like Last Action Hero. It's another Schwarzenegger film.
Damn, this is a straight up case. This is a slasher massacre.
This is
like
the
this
slasher
is
part
absolutely,
right here.
yeah.
this is insane. Yeah, it's
Even
just gun.
Even
He's
the
just
female
the only
cop
difference
gets
is
killed.
he's using guns instead of a machete. Essentially, or whatever.
By the way,
That's
in a
the difference.
building full of 40 cops, did anyone else spot more than one woman officer in that scene I just saw?
No.
Wow.
But that's because this movie was made in the early 80s.
Yeah, product of its time.
Yeah.
Boom.
Like
Oh,
nowadays,
yeah.
at least half. I can tell you nowadays, at least half of them would be female, and one survivor would be female.
Yeah.
AKA the final girl.
Oh man, he
In
cuts
the
the
horror
lights.
Okay, but to be
So-
fair, we do have a final girl, which is Sarah.
But this
Right.
is just like what the killers do in horror movies. They
In
cut the
scary
power, they cut
movies.
the phone lines. We cut off the lights, and
Yeah,
Watch
cut off the
him,
lights,
yeah.
cut off the
I don't know
power, and
why
then
I
the
was in it.
emergency power comes on. You got these little itty bitty little spotlight thingies.
yeah.
Kicks
Lance
him in the gut.
Hammerson's going to go for the M16. He's going to go for some heavier artillery.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But this is also the point in the movie where you clearly get the Terminator is fucking done, and he's just killing everyone.
Yeah, he's had enough of this sneaking
Like,
around.
Before this, he was a little more subtle. Of course, not as
Right.
not subtle, but still, he had like ways to not reveal himself as much. In this scene, he's like, I don't give a fuck. I just want to get her.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Get her. Get her. That was your whole plan the whole time, wasn't it? Get her.
Yeah, but at this point, he knows he's in the building. He's got to complete his mission. So whatever. I'm just going to mow through everybody at this point and just get to her.
What was that big gun he's carrying that he just reloaded? What is that?
It's not an AR-15. It's something
what is it
else.
again?
He's got the Franchi in one hand.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
can't
They got
remember
the
the other one.
M16. See, they just grabbed the M16s, but yeah, it's still not doing anything. Yeah, I'll let you know in a second, but
Hey.
boom. Come on, Paul Winfield gets it, unfortunately. Yeah.
They both do, but Lance Henriksen gets it worse than Paul Winfield does.
Yeah.
You don't even see him die. He just shoots. It's like, hey, we know he's dead, but it'd be nice to see the body, though. Maybe he didn't die. Unless you see the body, that character didn't die, right? Just like they say in Scream.
It's an AR-18. AR-18
you.
fully automatic. So there we go.
That is some
yeah.
serious firepower, by the way.
But yeah, it's basically an earlier version of the AR-15
Ah,
that gets used a lot nowadays. Yeah, there you
By
go.
the way, the score, I adore it.
yeah, it's great. It fits everything they're doing in every
Yeah.
scene, every motion that they're even the character when they're running. It just makes
But
it. By the,
Also, such a good fake
Yeah.
out that he's trying to open the door and he smashes in the window, and you're like, it might be the Terminator.
Well, and here's the thing. I like the callback in T2 that when they get the surveillance footage from the mall.
yeah.
And all the Terminators look the same. They just assume it's the same guy who murdered all these police officers. Murder of 17. So obviously, when they get a location on him, they send everybody because he's a cop killer, and not just he didn't just kill one cop; he killed all the cops. So
These pictures were taken 10 years ago,
right?
in the police station.
Yeah, I
He
mean,
killed 30 cops that day.
that's not
People with
something they would
families.
forget. Yeah, especially amongst the
These
cops in
pictures
LA.
were taken today in the mall.
Taking it at the mall today.
Today.
You know these
Do you
people
know
are
this guy? We know this guy's involved.
Well, and
she's
they
just
even
sitting there completely.
Well, they even say it on the radio later. They're
Mhm.
like, suspect, including a suspect wanted for murder of police officers in
Murder.
1984. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's a nice callback.
Big ass flashlights of the 80s.
Mhm.
It's got a big ass battery attached to it or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
heck,
let's-
there was a similar flashlight like that in 1955 when Marty and Doc are going through the abandoned silver mine to look for the graveyard to look for the car. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I was
In
thinking
part
the
3.
abandoned silver mine is 1885, I believe.
No, you're right. I was thinking it. Right, I had the timelines.
1885. Anyway, sorry.
What kind of a
Doc's
future do you call
alive!
that? Over a matter of $80. What kind of a future do you call that, dude? We're gonna have a ball calling those two movies next year. I guarantee it. I guarantee it, man. Back to the Future is what month? When do we have that scheduled? Is that in June? Probably June.
Let me get the schedule.
June.
So
Everybody, everywhere, will say Clint Eastwood
Eastwood's
is
the
the
biggest
biggest
yellow
yellow
belly
belly
in the
West.
Back to the Future is early May.
Oh, early May. All right. So right around the summertime, or
Yeah,
leading up to
so
the summertime.
actually, May is going to be interesting because it's Back to the Future, Back to the Future 3, Airplane, and Empire Strikes Back.
Oh my gosh.
Big month. Big
That's
month
gonna
of
be a big
movies.
one. Austin, I think you're a fan of all four of those, aren't you?
What was it? Empire,
Back to the
yes.
Future 1 and 3, and then
Sure.
Airplane, and then what was
Oh,
the last
Airplane, I love. Yeah. And what
Yeah.
else?
one?
What was
And
the
then
other
the
one?
last one is Empire Strikes Back.
Empire
Oh
Strikes
yeah,
Back.
well, Empire is my favorite Star Wars movie. Yeah, of course.
So you and Case are simpatico here.
Of course.
So we're good.
We're good for
Airplane's great. Yeah.
the month of May is going to be that's going to be a good month there, Case. Nice work, buddy. With the scheduling, I should say, terminologies.
Talk about something. Tell me about the future.
Tell me about the weather.
Tell me about my son.
I don't know anything. Just talk. Tell me about my son. Well, he's about my height or something. I don't know.
He has your eyes.
He's about 5'8", something like that. I don't know. He has your eyes, by the way. Did you ever notice that?
Mhm.
I'm just saying.
Trust him. He's got strength. I died for John Connor. Yeah,
Dude, you're just bringing out the Kyle Reese impressions tonight.
No, I fancy myself an impressionist. I can match cadence with just about anybody, especially if it's a movie I've seen him.
You and I did it when we did 89's Batman. So
Sure. I mean, I've kind of, I'm an amateur impressionist. And I'm not like a professional, but I'd like to think I'm decent at it. So I could pull out my Pat Buttram from Back to the Future 3. Must have got that one off of a dead Chinese.
Hey, what about those moccasins? What kind of scheme is them? What's that writing in with Nikkei? What is this? It's got an Asian dog or something?
Asian dog or something?
Dude, Back to the Future 3 is so good. We're gonna have a great time talking about it. What is it, next year? In the
No,
month of May,
sir, Mr. Tannen, I have not.
Mad. I hate that name. Anyway,
Joey.
Let's make some
wake up juice.
In about 10 minutes, he's going to be as sober as a priest on Sunday. Dude, you and I are going to have a heck of a time calling.
Anyways, folks, back to Terminator, which is what we're watching right now, and we're at the 107:48 mark, Ryan.
Thank you.
So there you go.
107:48, which means an hour, 7 minutes, and 48 seconds into the movie. Cube your copy, physical media streaming service. Watch the movie along with us. Comment down below in that chat. We would love to hear from you. And don't forget to like and share this with everyone you know. If you're joining this insanity and quote along, apparently that Austin's very
quote alongs of other movies that
of some other random movies that have nothing to do with the current one. If you're watching us live on the replay, thank you so much for being here, and thank you to both Austin and Case for being with us here as well.
No, and we're at the scene. We're under the little overpass here. She just gave him a good field dressing
and another trench coat.
Yeah, she's kind of having a breakdown. I didn't ask for this, and he just relayed the message that John Connor made him memorize. So about needing you to survive no matter what.
Get some sleep. It's going to be light soon.
Yep.
Yeah, and then like they say in the next, not this movie, but another movie that you and I are going to, all three of us are, three of us may be discussing next year. Sunrise should be in about 22 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Or wait, no, we discussed that earlier this year. Jeez.
Yeah.
I'm losing track of time and reality, guys. I'm so sorry. But yeah.
What movie are you referring to?
Back to the Future 2.
Yeah, I wasn't there.
Yeah, no, it's okay. You were there in spirit, though.
No, I wasn't.
You wasn't because you don't care much for that movie. Or maybe you do. I don't know.
No, hot take. I don't care for any of the Back to the Future movies.
Any of them? Wow.
He doesn't like him? Well,
I do. Like not even the first one?
Well, Ryan, as you can tell, I'm a fan of all three, based on my whipping out quotes.
I think there are plenty of videos out there criticizing the issues with Back to the Future 1. No, I pretty much share the sentiment.
Oh, okay. Fair enough, Case. It's all good, man. It's all good. Hey, we all have our likes and dislikes.
I know.
Understand.
It's a movie that I didn't grow up with.
Oh, okay.
That is one thing I'll say. Maybe that is a factor.
Okay. No worries. Hey, look, we're in the future. We're actually seeing how these people fought against the machines and what kind of armor that,
This is probably my favorite flashback of all of them.
Yeah, this is good stuff.
Somewhat.
And here's a fun fact about the Terminator that will break into the scene in a minute. It is
Yeah.
played by Franco Columbu, who is one of Schwarzenegger's training partners and best friends, and a former Mr. Olympia.
Oh yeah, makes sense.
Really?
Yeah, so because
Yeah.
he's another big, like massive guy, as you see, when he busts out the thing. And yeah, he was even a best man at Schwarzenegger's wedding in '86. So that is. So it's one of his like best friends, and yeah, another massive Mr. Olympia bodybuilder guy. So if you notice, he's another big hulking dude. It's because he's another big hulking dude from around that time. So there you go. The dog, I like the dog like thing. It's just a nice piece of mythology. The dogs can spot Terminators. We use them to spot Terminators. Just it's a little thing, but again, little details that kind of make it. That we use them to spot Terminators.
Well, these details might seem little, but they are vital to the story, I feel.
Well, yeah, because later on, what's the callback? We hear the dog barking outside the motel.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, and then that kind of puts him on alert. So, what's the dog's name? Max. Hey, what's wrong with Wolfie? I can hear him barking. Is he all right?
Your foster parents are dead.
Your foster parents are dead.
Yeah, Wolfie's fine, honey. Wolfie's fine. Where are you? Hangs up the phone. Your foster parents are dead. Like, whoa.
By the way,
hey.
I love the meme template for that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Essentially, like you call up and it's like, do your parents like Star Wars? Yeah. What do you think of the prequels? They're great. Your foster parents are dead.
I've not seen that one, by the way, Case. So thanks for bringing that up, man. I've not seen that, but hey, you're going to be having a ball and having a blast next year for what is it? 20th? Is it 20th? Yeah, 20th anniversary.
20th anniversary for Revenge of the Sith.
It's
and
coming.
We're probably going to do my 4-hour cut of it.
Oh, the 4-hour cut. That's going to be smashing.
Oh, here he comes. There's Franco Columbu. There he is.
Yeah.
He's another big dude, See how shredded that guy is? He's another huge dude. Yeah, look at him.
Oh, there he is. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
Oh, and this is where Sarah's picture burns.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Every curve, every scar, everything. I traveled through time for you, Sarah.
Ryan, you have a rule about movies not being longer than 2.5 hours. I don't give a fuck about that. I'm gonna do a 4-hour movie if I want to.
That's great. And you're doing it on the Dutch Star Wars Guy YouTube channel, which is even better. It makes a lot of sense.
I don't have access to a 4-hour cut of Revenge of the Sith. What is that?
That's a great question.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah, send it to.
I don't even know if I want to do a 4-hour cut of anything.
Okay.
That's. I mean, I love. There's some long movies that I love.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're a big fan of that movie Heat, right? I mean, that's 3.5 hours.
Well, I mean, I like Heat, but I mean, my favorite long movies are probably Wolf of Wall Street, Hateful Eight,
Lord of the Rings.
No, I'm not a big Lord of the Rings guy.
Oh, okay.
I think they're good movies. I'm just not.
They're good movies.
I'm not a Lord of the Rings guy, just overall. That movie. You know, Fellowship turns 25 in 2 years. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah, too bad we're not going to be doing any watch-alongs for the theatrical or extended cut of that one.
Yeah, you can't. You can't even do the theatrical ones of those.
Theatrical are 3 hours.
They're already
the theatrical cuts are 3 hours long, man.
I'm streaming about dogs. We're using this about Terminators.
Although I will say, Case, if it makes you feel any better, even though I've never seen the extended cuts, I know that disappoints you greatly. I did buy a DVD copy of Fellowship of the Ring, so I can go back and watch Fellowship. Because I have it on Blu-ray, but I don't have a Blu-ray player where I currently am living.
Ryan, what if I'm to do the watch-alongs on my channel? Would you join?
Of what? Of the theatrical cuts or the extended cuts?
Extended cuts.
That's a commitment, man.
That's a long day at the office.
I mean, I'll tell you what, because I'm working 5 days a week now at my job, which is not easy, by the way, because 4 days.
I know. We'll need to schedule this.
We'll need to schedule it. Let me ask you this. This is going to sound like a silly question. I'm going to ask it anyway.
Hey,
do they have the extended cuts on DVD, or is it strictly just Blu-ray and 4K?
Oh, I don't know if they have it on DVD. The thing is, I have it on Blu-ray.
Yeah, I have that Blu-ray set with that 9-disc set of the Blu-ray extended cut. Yeah, with all the special
I don't have a Blu-ray player at my.
I think on DVD it's just those double DVDs are just the theatrical cut. I think. So yeah,
because otherwise I would do it because this Fellowship of the Ring is my favorite one. Oh, I'd have to look into this, guys.
The thing is, the movies get better with the extended cuts.
Okay, and I will say this: I am willing to watch the extended cut of the first one of Fellowship of the Ring because that's my favorite one of the three.
No, there are no. Okay, wait. There is a 12-disc DVD set of each one of the extended on DVD. You can't get the extended ones on DVD.
All right.
Yes.
Hey,
There was versions of them. They look like the books, like you can see them.
Yeah, like
but yes, they did. They were on DVD as well. So yes, they are available on DVD.
Okay,
so
I
you
can
get the DVDs. There you go.
Are they on Amazon or are they just on eBay?
I saw a few of these on eBay. I don't know if they're on Amazon as well. I'm looking at it right now, but let me look and see because these are. I'm looking it up on Amazon.
They're available on Amazon.
Edition. Yeah. Okay, yeah, Motion Picture Trilogy Extended Edition DVD, but they're kind of out of print. That's why. That's the problem. The DVDs are. So the Blu-rays are not. But I saw on eBay you can get the set for like $40 or something like that. I saw some people selling them for.
Okay.
So I can get them somewhere besides Amazon.
Yeah, I'll go on eBay and get them because I got some of my favorite horror movies on DVD.
If you look on eBay, I mean, there's somebody that has the whole set for $36.
Oh, dude, let's go.
So yeah, if you look up that and click on eBay, you can probably find them. Or here's another person that, all three of them. $25 free shipping. So look around, you'll find them for not too much.
I'll go on eBay and take care of that.
Don't go on Amazon though. Use eBay.
No. I've used eBay for a lot of my old movies, including the DVD versions of the monster movies, like Universal did. So I got Phantom of the Opera, Creature of the Black Lagoon, Wolfman, like all that stuff. To get ready for spooky season, they were like $5. They were like $5 or $8 a piece. So I'm good.
Sarah makes a mistake here. Gives out the number for the motel to what she thinks is her mom up in Big Bear.
Yeah.
I'll say this.
I mean, look at the details, though. You see, the broken window in the background and like the
broken door, by the way,
that he just like busted in, and probably she's probably off screen, just mutilated somewhere off screen. We just don't see it.
Sweetheart.
Love you too,
sweetheart. Yeah.
Jeez, that's dude. That is some creepy stuff, man.
Yeah.
Does anyone notice?
Give me your address there, please.
Tiki Motel.
Yeah.
Give me the address there.
Give me your address there.
Tiki Motel.
Look at Reese went shopping.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Hey, look at this. It's brown bags. Bags.
Mothballs and alcohol, and vinegar, ammonia.
Paper towels are very important. Corn syrup.
He's gonna do. It's just like Tremors, man. He's gonna make some homemade pipe bombs, just like in Tremors. Few household chemicals in the proper proportions.
By the way, Austin, what do you use that fuse for?
Cannon fuse. For what? Do you use my cannon.
Cannon.
It's a great line. Because of course he has a cannon.
What do you use it for? My cannon.
My cannon.
Oh, that's going to be a blast for 2025.
But look, he's doing the same thing here. He's making some household chemicals in the proper proportions right here. That's right. Just like
Get up on your roof. Get up on your roof.
Hungry? Eat this.
Hey, get over. Hey, guys, we got to make some noise over there. Try to distract them. Hey, guys, come over here. Fresh meat.
And
then he drops a similar. Doesn't he drop a similar?
I wouldn't give you a gun.
He says, you want it.
Yeah. Note to self: 4 pounds of C4 may be a bit excessive.
That's in the that's in Aftershocks. Yeah.
Underrated.
I did a rewatch of that a couple weeks ago. It was good.
That sequel's solid, man. It's an underrated sequel.
It's a reasonable. It is. It's good.
It's good. It's fun. Never got a theatrical release,
unfortunately.
Yeah.
I would have gone back then if I'd known.
Boy. He's on patrol.
Citizens on Patrol. Sorry, I was thinking of Police Academy 4. Anyone ever see Police Academy movies?
I don't know why, but I have the box set, but I'm never gonna watch those movies. Probably ever.
You're never gonna watch it, but you bought it anyway.
Look, I'll show you. It's right next to me.
Where is it?
Where'd you put that? I got all my sequel DVD or my franchise DVDs right next to me. So there it is. There's the complete collection of the Police Academy. And I bought this for like $20 online. And
$20?
It's like when am I gonna watch? Yeah, like when am I gonna watch Police Academy 6: City Under Siege? I'm never gonna watch that movie. Like what am I doing?
Is that?
But I'm a maniac because I also own all the Children of the Corn movies. I own like all the weird Carrie sequels. I own.
Do you have all the Critters movies?
Yeah, of course I have. I have my Critters DVD signed by half the cast.
That's right, because you met the guy. You met the guy.
Yeah, I have this bootleg Puppet Master
What's
set.
that?
I'm not gonna watch these movies.
Good lord,
What am I
man.
doing? What am I doing with my life? I don't know.
Ugh.
By the way, this is where I feel the movie is ahead of its time. Where Sarah asked, like, "Hey, is there a woman? Like, what are the women like? Is there someone special?" This is like these
He
days.
actually kind of initiates everything here. Yeah.
Yeah, but these days,
Unintentionally.
if that would be inserted into a movie, people would call it woke. Back then, no one batted an eye.
Mhm.
So you feel nothing? Turns his human side off when he's fighting those machines.
Yeah. John kind of gave me a picture of you once.
Yeah, that's right.
I really like this monologue though. Like some people think this is corny. I like this thing where he admits that he's in love with Sarah and he was always in love with Sarah even before he met her. Like this is a really because I think it's all in Bihn's performance. I think he's really genuine here in his delivery. Like when he finally breaks down. Just seemed
You were
sad.
young,
Like
you
because
are
he
now.
memorized the picture. He knows every detail of it.
You seem just a little sad. I always
She was
wondered
thinking about you in that moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Every
Case,
curve.
once again, another good point.
Mhm.
Every curve, every
I
piece.
came across
Piece,
time for you, Sarah.
Came across
love
time,
you.
Sarah.
I always have.
Really good built-in relationship, a little bit better than the one they tried to establish, even though I still love this movie, by the way, between Vicky Vale and Bruce Wayne.
No, he's like, I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. But there are things where,
Should've
they do
said
it a little bit better with establishing a relationship that can actually, like, you can believe it. And then Vicky Vale and Bruce Wayne just kind of happen really quickly. They don't, like, build it organically. Over time, anyway, at least they did in this movie.
And then Hamilton, for a brief time, was married to James Cameron.
How long were they married for? Was it like 2 minutes?
2 years, like 2 years, like not very long, because he also was married to Galen Hurd, the producer of these movies. Yeah, he married a couple of times. I don't know if he's still married right now. I'd have to look that up, but let's look and see. Personal life. James Cameron. He's been married 5 times. Good God Almighty.
That's more. That's as much as Ric Flair's been married 5 times.
Yeah, you know what, Cameron? Maybe the marriage thing just isn't for you, buddy. How about you just stick to some casual stuff, bro?
Or how about you marry Michael Biehn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was married to Sharon Williams from 78 to 84. He then married film producer Galen Hurd, who produced this movie. They divorced in 89. He was married to Catherine Bigelow, the director.
Point Break, anybody?
89 to 91. Then a relationship with Linda Hamilton after T2. They had a daughter in 93. Married Hamilton in 97. And they separated after 2 years of marriage. So I was right. Yeah. And Hamilton got $50 million. So that's why you never see her in movies anymore, because she's doing just fine. she split from Karen, got a nice little settlement out of that.
No, she appeared in Dark Fate.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying she doesn't need to work. That's why you don't see her working all the time. She doesn't need to. She's fine. And then he married Susie Amos, his 5th wife and current wife. They have 1 son and 2 daughters together. So there you go.
James Cameron, you were a womanizer, dude. You played the field way too much.
Yeah.
I don't think him and Linda Hamilton should have gotten married. That was a mistake. But whatever.
Probably, but
Linda Hamilton, what was she? She was young back then, so you live and learn.
Hey, Linda Hamilton kissed me on the cheek, so I can always say.
Really? When was this? When did this happen?
When I met her at a horror convention and got her 8x10's back there. But we took the picture. She gave me a kiss on the cheek, and I was like, hell yeah. All right. Nice.
What was the 8x10 from? T2 or T1?
It's from T2, her with the shades on, with a gun in her hand in the desert, when they're stocking up in Mexico. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Here's an 80s motorcycle right here. Look at this 80s motorcycle.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
But from this point on, this movie is relentless.
It just goes.
This is just in the climax here, because we get this chase and
it's just a 20-minute.
Well, and again, this is similar to T2, because what is this? This is the truck chase, where he commandeers the thing, and when they have the little truck chase here. And
Get out.
Well, I mean, they're very similar climax. Cameron is good with what I like to call the double climax, because the double climax in this movie is he blows up the semi in this one, where he ducks into the dumpster. They blow that up, but you think it's over, and then it's not over. And then we have these slower, more deliberate, the scene in the warehouse, right? And then same thing in Aliens. We have the big explosion, the big planet, literally planet, kind of explosion, and then we get the slower, the more contained sequence with the Queen and the get away from her, you bitch. T2 has the same thing. We have the busting open of the semi after the big car chases and everything, the helicopter chase, all that big stuff. He freezes, you think it's over, and we have a more deliberate kind of slow chase in the foundry. He's really good at all this double climax kind of stuff, where one's bigger and then we kind of slow it back down and bring it more personal near the end.
Fair enough.
Reese is really trying to time the explosion right, but he's a little too late or too early every time.
Yeah. Maybe you should have trimmed or cut the fuse like Val does at the end of Tremors.
How long do you need? 10 seconds? She cuts the fuse.
Oh yeah, that fucked him up.
Yeah, and then they kept urging him to throw, and he's like, "Not yet, not yet. Come on, what are you waiting for? Too far, you threw behind him."
It just hit me, Stampede.
Stampede. No, but he doesn't say. He says Stampede.
Stampede. Stampede.
Stampede, Earl, wake your old ass up, man. It's a stampede. Come on.
Bologna and beans. It's your turn.
I made it yesterday. Bologna and beans. No, it was me. I made eggs.
Over easy.
Over easy.
That movie's great.
Dude, that movie's going to be almost a quote along between all.
Dude, that's going to be a whole quote along. I'm going to quote that whole damn movie.
Well, you and I can do it together.
Yeah.
I've watched it so many times on movies anyway.
We'll have to decide who's Val and who's Earl beforehand, and we'll just quote the whole thing. Boom! Oh man, that sucks. Oh man.
Now some right.
But again, it's just like T2 runs it back where he commandeers a semi, So
truck semi.
T2 is kind of a retread, a little bit of retread, just on a bigger scale, a little bit.
We need your vehicle.
Yeah.
Get out.
This is the vehicle's top speed. I can get out and run faster than this.
Yeah.
This is the vehicle.
Some shitty old plant trucks, some old just.
I am so rewatching T2 after this.
Oh yes, you are. Yeah, you are. But well, let me ask you this though: which version? Because there's 3 cuts of that movie.
Version.
Here it is. Right? Get out. Get out.
Yeah. No question about that. No, but the version that I watch is the director's cut with a good ending.
So that's the extended special edition.
Yeah, as I stated, T2 is where this franchise ends.
I get it.
There's no movie after T2.
I have the DVD set that has multiple cuts of the movie, so I'm good. I have both. I have the Blu-ray and the DVD.
Well, and here's the callback in the teaser. What's he driving here? He's driving a gasoline truck. What's he driving? Were they driving the second one?
Yeah,
the complete opposite, a CO2 truck. So yeah, it's a nice little reversal in the second movie.
Fun fact about this movie, Terminator. Linda Hamilton fell off a horse and she hurt her leg. So all the running sequences, she's running.
Was it Sean Young? Was it Sean Young who replaced her for the running sequences?
I don't think so. But Linda Hamilton did injure herself prior to filming, so they had to film around her injury.
It's just an old joke about Batman Returns about Sean Young riding around the studio on a horse trying to get the role.
Sorry, yes. But yeah, Linda Hamilton was injured when they were filming this thing. So she put up a fight, man. Like she kept it going, even though she was injured with that leg of hers, or foot actually. But yeah,
it's a good explosion though, man. It's a good one.
And this was a miniature, right? The explosion was a miniature.
Yeah, because it's on a background here. But boom, 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 boom. Yeah, it's a miniature explosion, but still looks good.
It looks like, I mean, look at Sarah. She's like bouncing and bouncing and bouncing from side of the wall.
Homeboy jumped in the dumpster to save himself. Yeah,
he's in the dumpster.
Yeah, and then he needs to get out.
And then because half of it's on fire right now, bro.
It's gonna burn you up like an oven if you don't get out of there.
Like, get out of there, man.
Mm-hmm. And then we get a little bit of stop motion here in a minute once we see the actual full Terminator.
I was when I saw this, and it's coming up here momentarily, but when he crawls out of that thing,
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, this is like, I don't know how they did that, but that's brilliant.
Yeah.
I mean, he walked.
By the way, very much looks like Michael Myers in that shot.
You're right, Case. I agree. Yeah, I saw it. I agree with you. And then he turns himself over. It's like,
And yeah, at this point, just like Sarah, you totally believe he's
it's
dead.
over.
It's done.
He's dead. It's over.
So the moment that he rose up, and I saw this for the first time, I was terrified. I'm like, oh my God, you can't kill this thing.
No, you can't kill him.
Yeah, Linda Hamilton's like, thank goodness I don't have to do any more running. Thank goodness I don't have to do any more running for now. Walking right over those flames, girl. Mm-hmm. She's surveying the damage, as one might say. Oh, I'm just glad I have this movie on multiple formats. Thank goodness. I can go back and watch this whenever. Kyle. Kyle. I like the trench coat he wears in this more so than the gray one from earlier. I just want to point that out. I think the trench coat here is better.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry.
He's like, oh, geez.
Shit.
Crawls out, man.
In its full form. Oh, yeah.
Jeez.
And
It's
it
creepy,
looks
man.
so scary.
It's creepy, man. Yeah. Look at those eyes. Yeah, it's creepy.
And then Sarah just can't believe her eyes. She's like, no.
Yeah.
Man, this was all models and what do you call it? Miniatures,
Yeah,
whatever.
this is all stop motion.
Stop motion.
The close-ups here are animatronics. The feet right here.
Yeah.
But it's so good how they put this.
It looks a little wonky. Not gonna lie.
But the shots still work. Like, I mean, you
yeah.
can still like believe in it, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. It works. I was terrified, and I think crawled up. Like, are you serious?
Terrified.
Like, it cannot die.
Yeah, but like you can see that the frame rate is weird here.
Yep. Yeah. Still works for me. It doesn't take me out of the movie.
No.
I can still believe in it. It's like, oh, he's coming. He's coming. We gotta shut the door. I got to shut the door. How many locks are there on this door? There's like 2 or 3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
There's one. Twins. Wait. We gotta turn on these machines.
Wow.
Cover. What are you doing? Cover so he can't track us.
And just like with T2, they go into a factory.
Foundry, yeah.
And a lot of things are moving around.
Mm-hmm.
Only it's very, very hot in that secondary movie.
Yeah.
Like they are just they are sweating bullets in that second movie there, Case. I mean, man.
And the parallel is that Kyle, wails on him with a lead pipe in this one, but remember the T-1000 wails on Arnold with a lead pipe in T2 a little bit and lays him out.
Doesn't he break his head off with that thing?
Well, he sticks it inside of him once he gets him on the ground, and
that's right,
yeah.
And I think he kicks his head off with his foot. His shoe, or his boot, whatever. I don't know, whatever.
That's T3.
Thank you. Yeah. Sorry, I got that mixed up.
No, he just sticks the thing through him, and he kind of
No, you're right. You're right. I'm sorry.
Yeah, in T2 he sticks the thing through, and then the Terminator.
But he rips his arm off with the machine. He sticks his arm in the machine.
Yeah.
Rips his arm off.
That's true.
But in T2, then the system finds a different source, which is in his head, because of course that's where his actual alternate power.
It's just, man, this thing is so real. Oh,
it's so good.
So good. It's creepy as hell. It's why it's a great slasher movie. What slasher / horror movie, whatever. I don't know.
It's sci-fi horror.
It's sci-fi horror. It literally is.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Is this the only correct me if I'm wrong, is this the only franchise that Cameron directed both the original installment and its sequel?
Yeah.
Well, if you count the Avatar, but Avatar was his idea from the get.
Yeah, he did not direct Titanic 2.
Yeah, he didn't direct Titanic. Yeah. By the way,
God,
who,
let's. Oh God.
yeah. By the way, who directed Titanic 2 again? Who was
I
the
don't
director
know.
of
It's
that?
an asylum
Let's
movie.
not.
Oh.
Let's not.
It's made by that asylum company that makes all those like whatever versus whatever, boa versus mega boa versus Crocosaurus or whatever.
Oh,
That
okay.
it's that asylum that makes all the knockoff movies,
Okay, but
Transmorphers,
look, you know
things
what
like
my
that.
question is?
Yeah.
When the hell is James Cameron going to do T3 properly?
Never.
He's not, because he's got to make
not.
80 Avatar
He's gonna make
movies
80
first.
Avatar movies until he's dead and buried at the age of like
Yeah.
850. So, which is
Because by
sad, though.
now, Avatar 4 was supposed to be out. If you look at the original release schedule he laid out like years
Yeah.
ago, like
Look
he
at
was
the
already supposed to be
original
on like
release
4 or
schedule.
5.
We should have had 5 more Avatar movies by now.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Like, go back
That's
and
never
when
gonna
he
happen.
originally announced like the sequels after the first one. Yeah, we were supposed to be well into the sequels by now. Like, and it's been delayed every year.
Yeah. Well, part of that delay was
I think
because
we're
of
supposed to
strike.
get 3 at the end of next year. I think that's
Oh,
right now.
jeez.
I think.
Yeah. So the end of 2025 is
And
Avatar 3.
boom! Oh, but Reese got hit a little bit. Oh, that's not
A little bit, yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Like even, Sarah got hit a little bit.
They
That's
all
what I
got.
mean.
Oh.
She got shrapnel in her leg. Yeah, look at it.
Oh.
Oh, no, she fell off and landed bad. She twisted her leg up. Oh, that's not good. Oh yeah.
Man,
Yeah,
Kyle
but
sticks
there's
that
a
last
piece
one, the
in
last
her
one
leg.
inside the Terminator, and then,
Yeah.
Whew.
Damn. Ow.
Yeah, that piece.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she got some metal in there.
Oh, that shrapnel.
Mm-hmm.
Those kind of injuries are razor sharp. They're no fun.
Ow. That
Mm.
sucks. That's a big piece of metal.
Oh,
Yep.
she took it out though. She managed to take it out before it got stuck in there.
Yep.
Oh, that's brutal, man.
That's the thing. But again, you think it might be over because the thing what blew in half. It's like
it blows up.
yeah, it blew up.
It ain't over till it's over.
No.
What is that from? The 80s? That's probably the 70s. Sorry, that's Rocky Balboa.
Mm-hmm.
AKA Rocky 6, which to me is a much better film than some of those movies.
Reese is down for the count.
Dead.
We salute you, sir.
Oh, there's the blood. Oh,
Yep.
no.
Mhm.
Kyle.
Yeah, but then
This is a great shot though, because look behind her right here, and then oh my god, it sits back up like the Undertaker.
The Undertaker. Oh my God, JR.
By God, King, the dead man. Yeah, and look at the torso still crawling after her. That's terrifying right there. It's just gonna keep coming.
That is so creepy. I'd be scared out of my wits.
and he absolutely will not stop until you are dead.
Yeah.
Brings back what Kyle Reese was telling us earlier.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you will not stop ever.
Yeah. It can't be reasoned with. Can't be bargained with. It's just so many great lines in this movie, Case, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Crawling on the conveyor belt. Yep.
And they say this line too at the end of every Terminator movie. Is it gone? Is it dead? Terminated.
You're terminated, fucker.
You're terminated, fucker.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
That's a really good comeback line. It's like, well, you're dead now, man. Like you're dead.
Yeah.
Buddy.
Oh man, look at this. This is claustrophobic too. I don't like this.
Anyone else struggle with that? There are a lot of people in this world that struggle with claustrophobia as a
well, it's not really that, but like, yeah, if I was crawling through spaces like this, I don't like that. Yeah, you're never gonna catch me cave diving. Let's just put it that way.
Cave diving.
People that crawl around caves and like the little crevices. You'll never catch me doing that crap.
Spelunking. Yeah, like cave diving.
And gonna press him in the bread, lock him in. Still trying to get her.
Cage. Still trying to get his hands on her. Still trying to get his hand on her. Look at that.
Yeah.
And now she's trying to reach around the panel here, right? There's the panel. There it is. Where is it? Oh, she's got it. I think she figured it out here.
Yeah, press him down. Oh, there you go. Bam.
That's a great comeback line, by the way. You know what?
Hydraulic presses.
You know what? I just realized this. And unfortunately, we can't do it because we already have enough slated for 2025. But I just realized Gone in 60 Seconds turns 25.
I don't care.
No, nobody cares but me. But I'm just saying, like, I freaking love that movie. But yeah, it turns 25 next year.
The thing is, you do use it in your intro.
Yeah.
What about Final Destination, the original?
Also turns 25.
Oh, that
Yes.
also that came out the same year?
Yeah, 2000.
2000. Yeah.
I mean, heck, Gladiator's not on it.
Yeah.
Gladiator's too long. It's like almost 3-hour movie. Yeah.
I mean, I'm okay with Gladiator, but I don't love it like a lot of people do. I think it's too overrated. Final Destination, I don't have a problem with because I've seen, how many of those have I seen? 3 of the 5. I've seen the first 3 though.
I like the 5th one.
I really like the third one.
5th one rules.
I like the third one to be honest. I mean, I haven't seen 4 and 5, but
they're all good.
4's ass. Skip it.
4 is terrible. Don't even waste your time.
4 is by far the worst one.
No, even the biggest Final Destination people, which is me, we all agree that the 4th stinks. Like it's just bad.
The 4th is terrible.
The other ones are good. I like all the other ones are solid.
Okay. I haven't seen FD5, so I can't say anything about it.
You can watch 5 is good.
That is excellent.
I haven't seen it though, so I don't know. I have to go to Walmart and get the 5-disc set that has all the movies on it, Austin.
Okay.
Also interesting, Sarah has a dog.
Dogs. Oh, lately I've been training the canines. Dogs to the lapers. Sorry. That's a Dumb and Dumber line. Yeah, it's funny how they bring up this red Jeep in the 6th movie that's like 30, 40 years later.
What?
The Jeep makes it. Her Jeep that she's driving right now makes an appearance in Terminator: Dark Fate.
What?
The Jeep.
What?
The car, like the thing that Sarah Connor is driving.
Brian, no, you're not getting it.
No, I'm not getting it.
He's saying that movie doesn't exist.
There are 2
you're right.
Terminator movies.
Sorry. But still, I'm just saying in the trailer it made an appearance. Sorry.
No, but I like the fact that Salvation at least brought back this tape recorder because Christian Bale is listening through it the whole time, trying to get information or whatever.
I only saw the movie once, so I don't remember anything.
Yeah, he's listening to this tape recorder that she's recording on here. He's like, I went through all the tapes. She never mentioned this, that, or the other.
Tape 7, November 10th, I think she said. Maybe it'll help if I don't know. That in a few hours that we had together.
Shared a lifetime.
This is that scam thing like that they run where they take pictures of you and then they want money for them. It's little stupid scams I hate. Give me some money for this picture I didn't, ask you to take.
And it's the same picture that Kyle Reese ends up with in the future.
It's a shame to ask you for $5 American, but if he doesn't, his father will beat him. See, that's the scam.
Pretty good hustle kid.
Yeah.
Pretty good hustle kid. Yeah, see, she knows what's up.
Yeah, she knows it's up.
Quattro. I'll give you 4, but you're not getting 5.
Mm-hmm.
And she's got you're right. She's got the dog to tell her if there are any Terminators around.
What did he say?
There's a storm coming.
What did he just say? I don't know. He said there's a storm coming in.
I know.
By the way, we never talked about this during the movie. Has anyone seen the TV series Terminators: The Sarah Connor Chronicles?
I have.
No, I didn't see it.
Okay. What did you think of it, Case?
I liked it.
Yeah, I liked it too. I didn't mind. I thought it was a good, what happened after the events of T2 kind of thing. Especially that first season, man. I mean, that was made during the writer's strike, so you only had 9 episodes that first season, but it was really good. And a good cast too with Lena Headey, I believe is how you say her name. I'm sorry. Lena Headey, Thomas Dekker, who was a young up-and-coming actor at that point. And then you had the very beautiful Summer Glau as Cameron. So, can't go wrong with her. I'm just saying. And yes, I've met her twice. She's very, very nice in person. And she's still beautiful 20 some odd years later after the events of, Firefly? So, good stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the end credit sequence of what is known as The Terminator of 1984. So I got to go around the table here. Austin, final thoughts on this movie on a scale of 1 to 10. What are you going to give The Terminator of 1984?
No, this is a like I said, this is kind of like a top 20 movie of all time for me. I think it. I also agree. I think it's a perfect film. Just structurally, you get right into it. There's no wasted motion here. Yeah, it's really well written. I think the writing in this movie is criminally underrated. You know, and I know, yeah, people go to T2 as kind of their go-to, and don't. And I agree that movie's amazing. Like it's that's not that further up the list in my rankings as well. But yeah, I love the gritty nature of this thing. I love the way it's shot. Yeah, 80s Los Angeles. It reminds me of those horror movies from around that time. And yeah, I think everybody's kind of perfectly cast here. It's a perfect film, man. This is a 10 out of 10. I've loved this movie. I think it only is aged like wine. I think it's aged great. And yeah, I just love the visceral nature of it. It's one I go back to a whole lot.
Well, someone wants to know more about you and find out more about your taste in films, and also understand your wonderful fandom known as Tremors. That's going to be turning. Gosh almighty, I can't believe I'm saying this. 30, what is it? 35 next year,
35
which
years,
is
yeah.
insane. By the way, insane.
Yep.
But we're going to build ourselves some proper chemicals with the proper proportion. So if someone wants to know more about you, where can they follow you, Austin?
Yeah, mostly over on the Movie Hero Network is the channel where I co-host a lot of programming over there. We also have a Movie Hero Network Facebook group, which you can follow a whole community of people and their content. Ryan posts links to a lot of his stuff in there, so you can kind of follow all of us right there. Case posts a lot of his stuff in there as well, so you can kind of follow us all of us in one nice, neat location, Movie Hero Network. And yeah, if you would do that, we would greatly appreciate it. So yeah, thanks for having me, Ryan. Man, I appreciate it.
That was great to see you, man. Wish you the best of luck on all of your future projects. And boy, do you do a lot of shows.
I do a lot.
You're the man. You got one coming up in a moment here. But it was great to see you. Bless your heart. And we look forward to having you again for January when Tremors comes up. So you'll be wearing all 7 of your shirts that night. You'll be switching in and out.
I might have to do a couple of changes, throughout the
wardrobe changes. Wardrobe changes. That's what we call them here. So look forward to seeing those, man. We love you. Much love. Case, my good friend and kind sir. Someone wants to know more about you and the great content you're putting out and how excited you are to celebrate not just the greatness that is Empire Strikes Back, right? But you also got Revenge of the Sith coming out next year. Where can they follow you?
Ryan, did you completely skip over asking me what I thought about the movie? And
sorry. But yes, I'm sorry. But yes, final thoughts, and I'm so sorry. But yes, final thoughts on this movie and a scale of 1 to 10. What are you giving the Terminator of 1984? So sorry.
So, I still love the Terminator. It's a great movie. T2 is better. T2 is a 10. This is a 9. It's a really good movie. It's an absolute classic that I think everyone can still enjoy these days, and it's definitely a movie that I personally watched way after the fact. So I have no nostalgic connection towards it, and I still adore the movie. So yeah, the original Terminator is great. And I really enjoyed, rewatching it now. And I definitely will enjoy rewatching T2 after this. Anyway, so I am over on my own YouTube channel, the Dutch Star Wars Guy, right there, where right now I'm doing some streams of Jedi Fallen Order, and this is going to be my next project. Yeah. The UCS AT-AT. I finally have it. I've been eyeing this set for a while. I want to build this on stream. I'm going to build this on stream with Chris Ingle. Chris Ingle will join me to build the Batmobile, the 1989 Batmobile in Lego form, which is also an awesome set. So that will happen in a couple of weeks' time on my channel. If you want to see that, stay tuned for it. It's going to be a lot of fun, I think, because, we need something to do while we're waiting for the next Star Wars thing to come out, really. But yeah, I think this is going to be a lot of fun, building some Legos. You can also follow me on Letterboxd, Case247, Case spelled this way, and on Twitter, Dutch SW Guy. That's pretty much it. Thank you for having me. I look forward to whatever the next watch along is, which is probably somewhere in November.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you very much for being here. Do really appreciate it. And thank you for your help with the thumbnails, the backgrounds, and putting together our schedules for upcoming programming, such as movie watch along. Because Lord knows it's going to be a packed schedule. Good Lord, is it ever? Is it ever? But thank you, kind sir. Do really appreciate it. You're the man, Case. We love you. And Austin, you're kicking ass and taking names, man. Listen, my name is Ryan Devane, Coach Channel. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at RyanRPM5. My final thoughts on this movie are simply this. This is what we call perfection. Okay, this is an 80s film, but it's perfection. And the story is great, the acting's great, the score is great, the directing's great, the writing, producer, everything, all the ingredients that make a movie what it is. This is when you do it right and you do it well, and it succeeds on every single front and then some. And yes, I am a big fan of Terminator 2, but for me personally, I do enjoy the Terminator of 1984 more so than the second one. But that's not a slight or nothing against the greatness and the special effects that were used in Terminator 2 Judgment Day. I mean, I have the movie on 2 formats, which is great because I freaking still enjoy Terminator 2 to this day. But yes, the Terminator is great. It's in my top 10 favorite movies of all time. For some people, that may be the case. And all that jazz. I mean, I'm sure it's in a lot of people's top 100 list. Who knows? I mean, if there's a top 100 list out there, it probably is somewhere on there. AFI, the American Film Institute, I'm sure has this in their top 100 somewhere. I'd have to look it up, but still, great movie nonetheless. But follow me on Twitter and Instagram at RyanRPM5. Check us out on all forms of social media, simply at And I Quote Channel. More great pieces of programming are coming your way very soon. We also have the first Friday of every month is the Meaning of Fandom. That's going to be coming back on Friday, November the 1st, 2024. New episode, new panelists, new guests, and maybe some returning guests are going to be coming up too. And they're going to share with us a particular character or fandom that means something special to them and why. And then we also have the flagship show, as And I Quote, is on Saturdays at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. And got a lot of great things planned for the rest of this year and the beginning of the year and the first quarter of 2025. And also, we're on the road again to 5,000 subscribers. Once we do, we were going to throw a great big live stream celebration that will include returning favorites, special guests, and special giveaways that you, our incredible viewers / subscribers, are going to be eligible to win. So stay tuned for that. Also got some merch that's on sale right now. We got shirts, hoodies, stickers, water bottles, coffee mugs, throw pillows, a TV news reporter. What do you think? Raphael, what are you doing? Sorry, that's a TMNT quote. But hey, that's coming up next year, so we're excited for that. Once again, thank you so much for joining us here. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Ring that bell to be notified when our videos go up or they go live. And happy 40th anniversary to the entire cast and crew of the Terminator 1984. And remember, life is better when watching movies with friends. Take a look.
I'll be back.
The Terminator is back. For the first time ever, this groundbreaking action movie is available in state-of-the-art 5.1 surround sound. The Terminator DVD. All new, digitally remastered, featuring newly discovered deleted scenes. And an exciting special effects documentary, plus other exciting features you won't find anywhere else. The movie that set the standard for explosive action and adventure.
That Terminator is out there, and it will not stop until you are dead.
See and hear this milestone sci-fi masterpiece like never before. The Terminator. No collection is complete without this special edition. Buy it today on Special Edition DVD.